We were just talking about I'm doing the Barstool case race tomorrow.
So it's literally just like a drinking contest?
Yeah, I think there's more to it. I gotta watch the first one.
They're coming for
I think
your
it's
head,
a lot of
dude.
goofing around, but yeah.
They saw you on Rogan. They want to shout out the champ.
Yeah. They want to see what's good.
Good
and
luck.
if in a competitive setting for real, I am gonna go as hard as I can.
You have to.
Who? Oh yeah, you already said your opponents. Yeah, that'll be
My teammate is Roan, which
Can he
is
drink?
no, but he can drink well enough.
Right.
He can drink. He'll drink if he drinks 10. It's a 24 pack.
Oh yeah.
Bud Lights.
Whatever. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
don't matter none to me.
Yeah.
As long as it's not fucking IPAs, then I'm in trouble.
Yeah, you should get a choice. If they hit you with like
Yeah.
Moosehead.
Yeah, I'll just say no.
Yeah, I'm going home.
Say, guys, I've seen enough here. I'm walking off.
Yeah.
What you guys have said in the past is sexist.
Yeah, for sure. You
You know?
should be like, yo, there's a problem here. Serious problem here.
There's a real fucking toxic environment around here.
The fact that you guys got me Moosehead just proves it.
None of you guys care about Roe v. Wade.
Not at all.
But we were talking Ari,
Unbelievable.
dude. People giving Ari guff
For what?
saying can't drink, pussy. But
Dude.
he knew he couldn't do it. He knew he couldn't drink that many beers. And you know what he did? He did it.
What did he? How many did you drink?
He drank like 14 or 15.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen Ari drink.
Yeah, he doesn't drink like that.
That
Yeah.
was a
It was a complete warrior's death.
3-day hangover.
Yeah, he literally sacrificed. Actually, he threw up a lot
Yeah.
and then slept. He slept under the table at Rogan's. We all left. He slept under the studio table for like 4 more hours.
Jesus.
That's pretty awesome.
That's an absolute warrior
He
spirit.
knew before we did it. He was like, I can't. I was like, you said you called we were walking and he was like, I'm going to drink as much as you on this.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, nice. That'll be fun. And then he realized, he was like, well, I can't. And I was like, you promised. And you can get Ari to kind of commit to a bit.
He did. That's
And
the ultimate
he
commit.
fucking did, dude. And he drank. He was throwing up on the floor.
And he's not really a drinker like that.
He drinks, but he can't drink a lot.
Yeah, not like
You know, not like a copious, like Bud Light,
dude. I would have
15
died.
fucking Bud Lights.
I would have fucking.
Dude, Ari barfing on the floor is so
Ari
funny.
throwing up on the floor.
Was there a lot?
By the way, Rogan kept being like, Shane, you're so. He's like, you can't even tell you're hammered. I was like, I was literally cross. I was seeing 2 Joe Rogans.
Yeah.
Crystal clear, seeing double. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess
best.
I am fine. Then we got out to. I walked out of there like couldn't walk.
Yeah, you had to do stand up.
I was like shit faced, and then we went and had to do fucking Kill Tony.
Oh,
I sat on a podcast for 2 more hours. Just
listening to open micers do a minute.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
yeah, it was a rough one. It was a rough night.
Still, I mean, the victory was in.
It was a glorious victory.
just the whole time. That's so funny, man.
It was
Having someone throw up under the table of a podcast is
on that podcast.
certifiably
Did he
funny.
try and hide the barf, or did he do the
No,
like the head
he was,
down?
He was
Of course
literally
not.
head
Yeah.
over the cooler we were drinking
That's
the
the
beer
move.
out of. Just
Yeah, that's the move.
That is admirable, man, to go that hard.
especially on Rogan.
And he knew what was coming.
Yeah, he said, "I'm gonna throw up." I said, "You have to do it, dude,"
Jesus Christ.
and he did it.
Right in the stewed.
Yeah. In Rogan's suit, laying on the, he slept under the table at
Legend,
Rogan's.
dude.
It's hilarious.
His legend.
It'd be like if we were doing, if you were like, we're seeing how many fucking milligrams you can get.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I get high off 10,
It's legend.
but I'm gonna do 150 for the fucking pod.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's the ultimate. Some would say it's the ultimate sacrifice.
it is the ultimate sacrifice.
Eating 150 millis for the pod is the ultimate sacrifice.
I had fucking 15 milligrams this weekend and it was gone.
Oh yeah.
I can't do any weed.
It'll get you, man. I
I was drinking during the day,
Yeah.
or not during the day, but it was after a show, and we were watching a movie on the bus, and I had a 15 milligrams, and then like midway through the movie, I started thinking about the plot differently, and I was like, oh shit, I forgot I just ate that fucking edible, and then you sleep on a tour bus, so it's like rocking. You'll hit a bump and be like. It's like, dude, if we crash right, if some drunk driver goes through the wall, a car could kill me through the wall right now while I'm sleeping
So you were like kind of stoned sleeping on a tour bus. That's
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah, it was tough.
That would be fucked
in
up.
like a coffin. You like slide it shut, and
That kind of
it's
rules.
really
But,
sweet.
Yeah, I can see that.
Sleeping in
rules.
there does rule.
Yeah, I could see that. I've said it 100 times, man. Getting stoned and going right to bed. Some people will just pass right out. It puts me in like puts me in a state I have to get through for 2 hours.
It puts me out typically,
oh.
and I really enjoy it most of the time.
Yeah,
That's the only time I can handle marijuana
when you use fat
because it makes you mono marriage. You wanna Marijuana.
Dude, you're a lyrical genius, dude.
That's why you want to marry Jane.
Marijuana.
Bees, spit something.
I'm waiting for
Spit
you.
a bar, bro.
That's pretty sick that you have Roan though. As yours, he'll
I know,
spit.
Roan's the fucking best.
When he starts spitting, that's when you're like, all right.
No, I love his fucking rap.
No,
dude.
I know. That's what I'm
I
saying.
was a fan of Roan.
Oh, Roan was one of the best out of Philly.
Yeah.
I'm Roan over in my top 5. I got Roan over Eminem.
I got
all day.
Roan.
Yep.
Here's my top 5 all
Let me
time. Eminem, Mac Miller, Biggie, Beastie Boys,
Did you say Big E?
Tupac,
Big E?
Big E. Big E's been hitting me up, by the way.
No shit, really?
Yeah,
What's he up to?
He likes my post, but he won't respond to my DMs.
Big E texted me yesterday.
What'd he say?
Something that how's tour life.
Nice, dude.
I said, Big E, you're the fucking man. I actually didn't respond, but shout out Big E. You're probably listening.
That is the bro. Yeah, that's tough, man. Hitting an edible on the tour bus would be when it changes your thinking or like you notice it kicking in. That's when it's kind of you're like, not this much, not this much. It's a bad.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been fucked up. I have that keg of like weed
Oh, yeah.
seltzer in my office.
You're addicted to it.
I am.
What?
Dude,
What do you
I
have?
I have this shit. My brother made it. It's like a seltzer he made with a weed tincture in it. So I have
Yes, dude.
who
Yeah.
God knows how much. I have
He's got
this
a keg of it in his
quarter keg in my. I gutted my entire refrigerator in this apartment I use for my office. So it's just a keg standing in there, and I'm like, I tap
in
it.
his
the
office. His
My
office
office.
is
My
so
office.
dude, it's so funny to just have a family and be like, I gotta go to my office.
Yeah, your
it's just
other
another
apartment.
apartment with a keg.
Manium.
He's like,
Just a keg of weed
I'm
juice.
working.
It's a keg of like proprietary weed juice that doesn't
Yeah.
even like sell yet. It's just he's like,
Yeah.
I'm trying it out, dude. And it's like I just drink it every day now. I can't stop. And every time I fill random bottles up and bring them back to my house. And whenever I run out, I'm always like, I gotta get back to my fucking
I
office. and
need to
refill.
go to the office.
I'm getting a growler.
I have paperwork at the office. I need to finish this.
I write for like 2 hours and I go, I should fill a goblet up of my fucking nectar, of my
Yes.
ambrosia. And I fill it up and as soon as, because dude, an alcohol tincture kicks in quick.
Honey, I'm sorry. I have to go film Lemaire Lee on a beanbag. This is serious. I got a new alien blanket.
It like trips, dude. I had to walk out past my mother-in-law.
That
with
fucking
alien
blanket annoyed me.
That blanket fucks you. It fucks you up.
Yeah.
You're probably just going, what the fuck's going on? That's instant 15 mgs.
That's
on
a
your
lot
eyes,
of
dude.
MGs.
That's 15 mgs.
That alien blanket's MG City.
Dude, I had to
Which
carry
blanket?
out. I have this
the one in the
blanket.
tomb.
He's got
Yeah, I
some
gave it to Lemaire in the last one, but I used to put it on my knee. I put it on my knees for the one episode of Matt and Shane's last week.
bothered people.
Dude, it makes you sick. Like
Why?
it's like it makes it look. It's like an optical illusion that makes it look blurry and it kind of makes you
Yeah.
sick looking.
It looks like a 3D movie not wearing the glasses.
Yes, it's fucked up.
Oh,
I had
okay.
to walk that out past my mother-in-law and be like, "See you guys, I'm going to work." And they're
Go
just
to the
both like,
office. With the
Dude,
blanket.
if they hate, let them hate. Watch the money pile up.
It is
dude.
what it
Tell
is.
them that.
That blanket rules, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure, dude. Just flat, dude. If anyone comes at me, I just flash my alien blanket. And they're like, "Whoa, where the fuck?" It gets you disoriented. It's fucked up.
There's no denying the blanket's fucking top notch.
My
man.
cousin used to have a shirt that said "Focus." That was like that. The more you looked at it, it would make you kind of dizzy. I'm like, damn, that shirt fucking
That's
rules.
nice.
Tight.
Bizzarini, you ever wear any funny shirts?
No.
Bees, you like more Roe
No,
or
actually-
Wade?
Yeah, Bees.
Hold on.
Hold on. Stop with the shirts. Tell us about Roe v. Wade.
Who do you like more, Roe or Wade?
I don't know. I'm more of a row.
More of a Roe guy.
Yeah. I don't know
Guardian,
what that
you look
means.
up which
though.
one is that guy.
I really could care less.
So what do you think about it?
I think that they made some moves. I don't know how this is going to play out, and really, I don't give a shit. So,
Really?
the fuck do I care?
You're beyond
What am I
abortion?
going to do?
You can get in the streets, dude, and get active, man.
Fuck that.
You can get
so
active.
hot outside.
You can go to Brett Kavanaugh's house. His
Yeah, dude.
address is out.
You can go
Go
punch
to his
Brett
house.
Kavanaugh's daughter in the fucking
Brett
face.
Kavanaugh.
Kavanaugh.
Yeah.
I was watching, my buddy Andrew showed me a very funny video. Not Spade. Andrew from the tour I was on. It's just Brett Kavanaugh's hearing mixed with little, I think Avicii at the end.
Nice.
But the clips of Brett Kavanaugh talking from when he was getting accused of rape falsely by the government publicly, he got falsely accused of rape. He's like, I enjoyed beer. I still do.
Yeah.
Automatic. He just keeps saying, he's like, Catholic schoolgirls. Automatic. Still is. It's great. Drinking until blacking out. Working out with guys. Becoming friends with them. Automatic. And then it goes into dubstep. It's pretty
that's
fun.
pretty sick.
Gets
That
me
is-
actually pumped.
Yeah, that's tight.
I'm gonna watch it.
That's a good thing.
I'm gonna watch it sometime.
That's a good thing. It's
Automatic.
Good. It is nice that came out of that whole situation.
Yeah, great
It's
video.
a great Avicii dubstep mashup.
Avicii Brett Kavanaugh dubstep mashup.
It's so funny to go before the U.S. Senate and be like, I just having a fun time with my boys, and then crying. Like,
I liked beer. I still do enjoy beer. Drinking until the point of blacking out. Automatic.
How was that in defense of his
He's
case?
like Caddyshack. Animal House. Automatic.
How was that in defense of his case? Though he's like, yeah, I love blacking
He
out.
was just talking about how when he was a young man, he used to be
he's
a
just
party
like,
animal. But
I
then
just
he
had fun.
I think he had to come out and admit he was a virgin until after college.
That's
Automatic.
Yeah.
That's
Not
still
getting
is.
pussy.
Yeah,
Automatic.
Yeah, it's
That
tough.
sucks. Back to funny shirts. I was
Yeah.
So-
take
I
control.
was a big
Bees,
hand me down Big Johnson shirts from my dad.
That's tight. Yeah, your dad's
Big
a
Johnson-
unit.
Yeah, and they were huge on me, but it was like, mid 90s, so nobody cared.
Yeah, that's pretty tight.
But dude, I used to wear. I got in trouble.
Roe v.
and-
Wade was still in place in the mid '90s, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that was the
Automatic.
They had a Big Johnson shirt for that.
Yeah, they did have a Big Johnson shirt.
Yeah, it's a weird
It's a
one.
dog chopping apart a puppy.
Yeah, the guy with the glasses and a huge driver. Those shirts rule.
Wait, which one am I? I was thinking Big Dogs, not Big Johnsons.
Big Johnsons were nasty. Big dogs were nasty.
yeah.
too.
Big dog. Yeah, it's
Stay
all
on
the
the
same
porch.
Exact
world.
same brand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Exact same. It's like, hey, are you an obese man?
Yeah.
Here's a shirt about how much you love fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's and one shirts for big dogs.
For sure. It's like pleasant
Simple as.
fat attitude shirts for fat dudes.
Yeah.
Being like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. What, you can't run with the big dogs? What, are you not fat, you dumbass? Stay on the porch, pussy.
By the way,
It
automatic.
holds-
That
it
shit
holds
rules.
up.
That does- yeah, you can't handle this?
Did you guys go No Fear?
I never got that. I never got a no fear.
No,
I wanted
I
one.
was-
I wanted one. I'm not gonna lie. I never got a no
my,
fear.
my
shirt.
one buddy left one at my house. I never wore it. I had fear.
Really?
I had fear.
You feared.
Yeah.
I had a
It's like
Quicksilver.
seventh
I had a
grade. I was like,
Quicksilver
can't be lying to
tee.
people.
I had a Quicksilver tee. I liked a lot. That was my favorite T-shirt.
I went through a phase, I think at the beginning of college, where I would wear DC t-shirts.
That's tight.
Oh,
Yeah, DC was cool to me.
That's pretty tight.
I just liked the black shirt that's with the white DC on in the middle. That was
Yep.
pretty sweet.
yeah.
That is a sweet shirt.
That's sweet. I might go back to that.
DC's.
DC.
They got popular with with anybody because Sandler started wearing them. They started
Yeah,
sponsoring
damn,
Sandler.
dude, I've copied Sandler's garb my entire life.
Yeah.
Sandler's garb might be the
Sandler's
ultimate-
garb is kingly.
It is, dude.
Gym shorts.
Big
walking
gym
down the
shorts.
street with your friends.
Big gym shorts.
Automatic. Still is.
Still balls out on people too, man. They
Yeah.
show him playing pickup games. He's good.
Yeah, he's
He can
nice.
play.
Really?
Yeah. Sandler, he can play.
Sandman can play a little.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Bees, what's going on with you, bro? I was so happy. Bees, so I got home last night. You know, guys, when you get off tour, sometimes,
When the bus finally stops.
guys, when you
dude.
hear that, and you say final stop,
Where
goodbye,
are we?
closing time, and then you got to go to you got to drive from Mississippi to Dallas Fort Worth,
Ooh.
then have your flight delayed for 5 hours before you get to fly home to New York.
Ugh.
And then people say, "Hey, man, quit bitching. You got an easy life." I say, "Buddy, you don't know the fucking half of it.
That's true.
Tour bus life."
That's true. On a plane.
Oh, man. All right, my bad.
No, it's true.
I'll stop goofing. But
Who's saying you have an easy life?
fucking everybody thinks it's all fun and games.
No, it's not, dude.
They don't see me close that bedroom door and sob into my pillow
Exactly,
at night,
dude.
fumbling for toys. I go, make me feel good.
And then someone hears the
just-
buzz of the double dolphin and they're like, turn that shit off, dude.
No, they say he's got it too easy. He's dolphining. Fuck. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I got home. I was, you think you need loneliness. You think you want to be alone after being around people for fucking two. And then Beezer says, "Hey man, you mind if I come over? I'm gonna crash." I said, "Get over here." And me and Beez sat
I
down.
didn't even know you were home.
It was so nice. We got to sit down, watch movies together.
Oh.
We watched the new
We started it.
Nicolas Cage
Yeah.
movie, which, good Christ, they fucked that one up.
Well, what's
It
it
was
about?
going good.
It was going good. Nicolas Cage is the man.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny, but then Tiffany Haddish and I forget the other guy's name.
The Russian from Eastbound and
The
Down.
Russian dude
Russian
from
pitcher.
Eastbound and Down, who was great in that. Tiffany Haddish and him are both cool, whatever. They didn't need to be those. They're CIA agents that are like goofing off.
Yeah.
You don't need them to be funny. You got Nicolas Cage. It'd be funnier if the CIA agents were serious, real people,
Yeah.
and Nicolas Cage was fucking around.
He was
Said he's goofing, they're goofing, double goofs.
yeah.
That's a negative.
They never straight man.
No straight man.
Bullshit.
And then you got introduced to Cabin in the Woods. I didn't know you'd never seen that.
I never saw Cabin in the Woods, and that was a romp. That was fun.
What's that about? Oh, is
You
that where
saw
people
it?
just keep dying?
Well, it's like they go to a cabin and like they're inside.
No, you can't ruin it. Don't ruin it.
I thought it was where I think
I'm
I've
so
seen
happy
it. It's
no
where
one
people
ruined
just
it for me.
keep dying. I think someone showed me that before.
No,
I'm thinking,
I mean, people
do
they are dying. Yes.
people are dying. So yes,
I
people
thought it was
do
like a ridiculous
continuously die.
fashion, though.
It is ridiculous.
So I started. I never finished that movie. I started.
Oh, you're gonna want to see the end. That's
Is there a twist?
Young Hemsworth.
yeah. Helmsworth is in it.
Check it
God,
out.
that did get me horny last night. Me and
Hemsworth.
Beezer were sitting here. I've been on a tour bus, so it's tough to crack one off.
True.
Yeah,
That was one
Can
thing I
it be
was.
done?
It can be done. Let's just say some socks get casted, dude, into fucking.
On a Route 66.
Yeah.
They're like skull heads.
They
They're
really
like
are.
cow heads or whatever.
You go in, you whack off. Mark Norman was on the bunk on top of me.
Who was across?
Joey Diaz.
Really?
Yeah. By the way, me, Bert Kreischer, Joey Diaz, and Big J in one confined bunk area overnight, dude. You want to talk Dachau? You want to talk gas chambers?
Jesus Christ. Were you letting them fly?
Of course.
How are
Hard as
mornings
possible.
on that?
I mean,
thing?
it's like a flight. You
Yeah.
can't hear the farts.
Oh, really?
You can't really hear. It's loud. It's a bus.
Oh, so you're just
So
smelling
it's
them?
just, and you don't notice because you're in there so long. It's like
Oh.
you don't notice. Then you go out to take a piss, and then you come back in. And you're like, what the?
fuck?
It's literally a fucking stable, dude.
Oof.
Those are barnyard animals.
Oh, my
Yeah, there's some
God.
Those are some
Clydesdales.
pigs, dude.
Clydesdales and a show pony.
Uncorking fucking hell out of their ass. Norman can toot with the best too.
Really?
Yeah. It was fart snore city in there. I bumped into Crocuson's leg was hanging out of the top bunk. Crocuson was top bunked up.
Crocuson was top.
But yeah, at one point, me and Norman both were like, it was during the day, so we were like, let's take a nap. I'm gonna take a nap. I can't. We both whacked off.
Nice.
Neither of us slept.
Perfect.
He was top bunk, I was bottom. Just both cranked one out.
It's awesome.
We got done. No one knew. We got done. He was like, "Did you whack off?" I was like, "Yeah." Did you? He's like, "Yeah." So that's pretty fun. That's
pretty
just
awesome.
guys cracking off farts and jizz.
So what did you do? Headphones?
Nah, just silent.
Oh, memory.
Well, you went mind?
No, I whacked off on my phone.
Oh,
Just
you-
images.
Volume, no
Just
volume.
No volume.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's admirable.
It's quiet. You gotta.
Yeah. And it
mute
kind of
your-
adds to it, though. It's kind of nice.
It is, and also you're horny as hell because you haven't cracked off in days.
I bet.
Yeah, fully loaded.
Fully loaded. It was the fully loaded tour,
Dude,
Everyone
it
was
wasn't
horny.
after you and Norman got done.
Me and Norman both cracked off into our socks.
That's awesome. Sucks you didn't know. It sucks you didn't know while you were cracking off.
That he was?
Yeah.
I had a sneaking suspicion.
Really?
There was some slight you bump into there's a lot of movement going on.
Really?
You kind of just assume that guy's because it took everything in me to not whack off.
Yeah.
I was boned up.
Yeah.
I was ready to crack one. And then I was like, I gave in to my lesser,
Dear team.
my baser desires. Guys, what a podcast. Wow. What a great podcast.
The 5 horses pulled you to a sexual release.
I did. And then I ejaculated and I came out shameful.
Hey, guys.
Oh, I just woke up.
Time is
I definitely wasn't whacking off. But yes, we had a nice night, me and Brian.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cabin in the woods. That's awesome.
Cabin in the woods was fun. What a fun romp.
Yeah, it was fun.
You would have been all alone, too.
I would have been all alone, and that's fine. That would have been sad, though. Sometimes when you do stuff like that, something cool, coming home to an empty house is tough.
Yeah.
When I did my special in Rogan for the first time, I stayed in Tim Dillon's
yeah.
fucking empty mansion
Oh, yeah.
in Texas. It was very depressing.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a real
Into that.
adrenaline fucking dump, and then you just sit there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you go from
and you're
fully
like, what
loaded
the
to
fuck?
nothing.
You go from fully loaded to
Yeah.
nothing. It's the
I can
fully
see
loaded
that.
tour. It's the party of the summer.
For sure. To empty, dude. Just empty
Just
and
an
alone.
empty shell of a man.
What
dude.
what's
Fat
the
husk.
So how many people were there in the crowd, roughly?
I don't know, 7, 8, 10,000.
Yeah, what's that like doing stand up for that many people? And is it like did you get as much of an
I got
adrenaline rush?
so fucking nervous before every show.
Did you really?
And the first week I was following Attell every night.
Yeah.
This last week I was following Diaz every night.
Jesus.
And those are the two like the crowd goes wild for.
Yeah.
So that it was tough, and I did well, and I had fun. In
That's
Tennessee, I made them sing Rocky Top as my intro.
Pretty sick.
That was the coolest. That was a very cool feeling.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was wondering what the sensation
The
of that many
feeling's
people
fucking
is like. It
crazy.
must be crazy.
Certain shows where I know I did very well, it was nice.
Yeah.
There's some shows because it's so big, it's a fucking stadium.
How
Yeah,
close
it's
are they?
And it's
intimidating,
outside. You can't tell how if you're killing.
That's what I'm curious about.
It's-
You're like, am I bombing? You speed
Are
through
they
it.
close? Do they put the stage close to where they cut the?
So it depends
the
which
seating
one we
out?
were in. In Tennessee, it was tough because it was just a small crowd it was on a drag race course. It was
Oh, nice.
Thunder Valley at Bristol.
Damn.
So there's a huge wall of people, but they're fucking 70 yards away.
Right.
And then there's like 200 people that were down close to you.
That's kind of cool. At least you can.
Which
gauge-
that
Yeah.
was all you had to do was perform for them.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
treat that like a club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's-
But
I was wondering about that. What that's like, especially being outside and shit, and having that many people.
yeah,
It's like,
thank God I had to go. I went second to last every show because the
Sick.
dudes who had to go first half. It was still sunny out. It was like 97 degrees out.
Yeah, I saw a couple of those.
Yeah,
I was like, what fucking time is it?
I would be eating it. Yeah,
It's tough.
and they did well. Like Brian Simpson, this dude,
Yeah.
he was killing.
Yeah.
While
Yeah, it's
people were
wild.
like walking into their seats, and he was still doing well.
That's
Nice.
tough.
I would have been up there like, fuck this, fuck you guys.
Just like this, blocking the sun.
I would
Who
try to
gives
do
a
like a
shit?
Bill Burr and Philly thing. I'd be like,
Oh, yeah.
Tennessee, yeah,
9 minutes.
place sucks. 1 minute. Fuck.
You just immediately lose it.
What are you?
Yeah.
What are you guys known for? It's fucking. Fucking.
Slavery? Fuck.
I'm sorry, guys.
I'm sorry. I don't know what the fuck happened.
What do you guys think about Roe v. Wade?
Yeah. Bees, what do you think about Roe v. Wade?
I think it's been a long time coming.
Hell
That's what
yeah.
they said.
Hell yeah, Bees.
I saw there was a protest at the stand the other night because of a performer. Yeah, some dude that was there. He was performing and
Why
like
did he
60
pay for
people showed up.
What did he pay for an
and-
abortion or something?
No, he does like these. His name's Alex Stein, I think.
Yeah.
And he does kind of like, he fucks with protesters. I don't know much about him. And
Well,
they showed me a video last night and like 60 people showed up to the stand in front and being like, yeah, this guy's a piece of shit.
I've never heard of that guy.
Yeah, there's a big video of it online.
What does he like interview protesters?
Yeah, and he's
Then
like, and he's like,
Tricks
we're
and makes
making a
fools of them,
change. You
makes
know what I mean?
fools
He's
of them.
fucking with them.
Yeah.
Obviously.
makes
But
fools of them.
I don't know how hard he goes. Like I said, I literally never even heard of the guy until last night when
He got protested. How did his protest? Did his protest result in him?
Oh, Alex Stein. I've seen this guy.
yeah.
He actually is. He's got some really funny fucking videos.
Yeah. I mean,
He's
I
the
don't
one
know
who
much
does
about
like
him. Is it
raps.
like Alex22
Really?
or something? That's his Twitter handler? Yeah, that's him.
Hold on, I have a question. Isn't that the guy who does like raps at like city councils?
I think it could be. I think so. Yeah, he just like goes around and fucks with the protesting.
Whatever. Well, if you fuck with protesters, don't be shocked when protesters start fucking with
counter
you.
And
protested.
dude, it is
Yeah.
funny though. In the video in front of the stand, he's like filming himself and he's like, look at all these people coming out, huh? Blah, 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 fucking laughing and this and that. And then he grabs this one guy's sign. The guy's like, damn it. Like he just grabs, he's like, It is funny as shit though. It's like the sign's like, Alex Stein's a piece of shit. He's like, fuck you, dude. And he's like, damn it.
Yeah. A lot of those dudes carrying signs, you can easily rip their sign
Oh,
away.
come on. They're
If you're a
flat
dude out
tires all the day.
protesting,
Oh, yeah.
you're not ready to fight for
Flat
your
tire
sign,
'em,
dude.
dude.
If you're protesting a comedian, your shit
You
can be
can-
snatched. Cardboard can be snatched from you.
Yeah,
Pretty
you
easily.
won't do a fucking thing.
Slips right through your fingers. Nuh-uh.
I made that.
Spent a lot of time on that.
I was here to protest your show at the stand. Get a life.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's fucked up and crazy.
Get a fucking life, dildo.
It's
I don't
only
know.
helping
Toy?
this guy. It's only helping him
That's
too.
funny to start calling people toys.
Toys,
Get a life.
toy.
Sex toy. Beezrini, what's going on though? You gotta fill me in, dude.
With what?
The deets.
What's going on with your life? Where you
Everything's good.
everything's looking up.
Yeah, everything's looking up. It's
Everything's
been good.
coming up bees.
Starting to.
Hell yeah.
You know, I'm having fun. And I don't know, Josh Adam Meyer's canceled. Me fucking pussy, but
Why did he
whatever.
cancel?
He's coming up from DC, and I'm not waiting around for him.
Nice. You cancel.
Shit, that's like, yeah, it sounds like the other way around.
Hey, Brian, I'm gonna be late, man.
Dude, you can't. I'll lose it anytime anybody does an impression of him. Like I did the Bop on the other day. Any one of those two. Jay's isn't even
Jay's
that
is-
good.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Oh, I was
but
gonna say it's
Dan's
great.
Dan's is so good. But anytime they do it, I fucking lose my mind because it's so funny. We were at Ori's thing. He's texting Kyla talking about, "I'll be there in 3 minutes." And we were sitting in the green room. Ori's like, "Who gives a fuck?" What are we waiting for his arrival for? Then he comes in the green room. He's like, yeah, my voice has been shot. Let me tell you guys. I was like, no one fucking cares. Dude. What are you doing? I was like, yeah, dude, this is weird.
Oh, wait, was it at Ari's show?
It was at Ari's taping. He's
God.
like, I'll be out front in 3 minutes.
Which, by the way, you told me Ari crushed on that?
He crushed.
Nice.
Yeah, dude, it was really great.
Sick.
Yeah. I got to I only watched the one. So I wanted to watch it all the way through. But man, it's good. It was hot in there, but the setup looks really great. It looks good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. Watching Kyla sell merch was hilarious.
The
Yeah,
Bizzarini.
Dude, she didn't have much time for a lot of those guys because he was selling like yarmulkes with his face on it, like from his actual bar mitzvah when he was like 13.
Makes sense.
Which was really funny.
Yeah.
It was like I attended Ari's bar mitzvah. This one guy kept coming in and he is, like once and then puts it down, then twice. And you can see the shoot, she's, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Third time, she's like, all right, what are we doing? What do you shit or get off the pot with this thing? Sold it though.
They might have wanted a little bit of a haggle.
I mean, it's
Kyla versus Jews when it comes to haggling.
I'm about to say.
Yeah.
That's a battle, dude.
She's gonna learn.
Yeah.
Kyla's gotta learn how to do business with Jews. A little back and forth thing.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll buy one. Maybe I won't. What are you doing? Buy the fucking thing or not?
I know.
Shit or get
We
off
have
the
a fucking
pot.
buy the hat. Whatever. Buy your little Jew hat.
I don't know why.
That's not far
What
off.
are you doing?
Oh
Yeah,
my
it was
God.
good though. He
That's
did
funny.
What are
really
you
well,
doing?
man.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's good.
Hell yeah.
Matt, how about you?
You want to hear a fun fact? Well,
what's
I've been
going
sitting on a
on?
fun fact about sloths this whole time.
Yo,
About what?
Do you know about
Sloth?
sloths? Yeah,
nice.
Not much.
I'm a big fan of them. Go ahead.
dude. So you know a little bit about them. You know about their pooping habits,
No.
dude. So sloths
Wait, do they climb down to do
climb
it?
down once a
Yeah.
week.
How
Once a
about
week.
that? Give me that. I knew they
You
knew
know
that.
that. You
Yeah.
know that. They climb down once a week, and they lose, I think, a third or a fifth of their body weight in a dump. And they shit by the same tree their entire life, most times, unless you
Yeah.
like really fuck with them.
Sloths are wonderful.
Dude, they come down once a week, and it would be like if you weighed. They said if you weighed 150 pounds, if you were a sloth, after your dump, you'd weigh 120. Once a week, they come and shed about a fifth or a third of their body weight.
You see that video of
It's
that sloth
huge
getting
pile.
crushed by that eagle?
No, no,
He's at the top of this tree in the rainforest.
oh no.
And I think it's a golden eagle. I think it's a harpy. I forget what it is. Some giant bird of prey that can snatch a sloth. It comes flying at him, and he's like,
He's like,
he tries to go. He literally is. Oh shit! And it's like a car wreck, dude. It just drills that boy.
I don't know how they're not all extinct.
Have you ever seen baby sloths?
No, cute as hell,
adorable.
They're the best.
dude. Sloths are great.
They're the best guys. Are you watching that bird snatch that poor boy?
Yeah, dude.
I got a nice one for you. Oh no, this has nothing to do with sloths or facts. I was looking at fucking Instagram and this. I didn't want to bash this lady publicly.
Sure.
I don't know if I forget her name, but it was a lady whose husband just died of brain cancer,
Yikes.
and she's making it's like an Instagram blog type thing. I guess they did like their journey of him getting diagnosed and everything, and now
Right.
it's like pictures of her like with the kids at his gravesite, like
The fuck?
telling stories about him and shit. It's kind of a weird way to. I don't know. There's
It's a nice thing to do with your kids, but yeah, why?
There's two things that I'm torn on. Is like one, it's like they could make an argument that it's like it's good for people. It helps people that have been through this. It's nice to see someone else doing it. But then also there's the cynical part of me that's like, it's a weird way to try to capitalize on fucking your husband's death.
Yeah, Instagram. Come on.
You get those likes. I'm telling you, that's for some people. That's the most, like the death.
And she's hot.
Is she
Yeah.
hot?
Yeah, she's
I was
hot.
going to ask that.
That's kind of typical hot chick behavior, though.
She's like pretty.
Hey guys, so at my husband's
She go live?
tombstone.
She's not like
Hey,
slutty
guys.
hot. She's like a beautiful
Really?
mom hot.
Yeah.
like
Good,
that.
beautiful motherly figure.
Yeah, that's tough. That is a.
I don't think it'll be hard to find. So I'm not trying to crush this lady.
No, it's an interesting idea too. Like,
yeah.
because it is an element now. So like, when like your loved ones die, you like toss it up online. You're like, oh shit,
Yeah,
fuck,
best way to get it out there.
1,200
Did
likes.
you find her right away?
Who would have thought? 1,200 likes on that. That was-
Is she
Check-
verified?
All right. I don't want to. Yeah. I
Check
feel
the birth
bad
of my
'cause she's
child.
dealing with something, obviously.
Sure.
But it would be like she had one video of him like taking in nature before he died. And she's like walking around him, filming it. And he's acting like he doesn't see the camera. He's like, whoa, take a look at these mountains.
Yeah.
Better take these in.
because I'll be
It's like,
dead
all right,
soon.
post that. Like, all right, good. You got it. Post it. Let's see the
Dude,
likes.
you're not wrong to point out there's something very depressing
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
And having the kids in there with it. Yeah.
It's very sad to make that. I mean, again,
Must be easy to forgive a dude when you know he's dying of brain cancer. Being
oh,
like,
yeah.
you can be an asshole. I'm gonna find somebody else here shortly.
I don't know. Oh, yeah.
Tick, 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 tick.
You think she'd hang up and be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. Oh, can you imagine if you had brain cancer
Yeah.
and your fucking lady was giving you anything, any guff?
Oh, please.
I'd be like, lady, I'll take you with me.
Yeah.
For real, I will take you with me.
I would just go catatonic. I've thought about going catatonic recently. Like, if you just go like this, and if you can hold a pose for like 4 days, they'll just take you away.
You think you could do
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, if you just go catatonic, people will come
A
remove
van.
you, and you could just chill for like 6 months. Be like, oh shit, fuck,
Oh, I'm back.
fucking my
That was
shit,
a weird thing I
my shit
had.
passed. I was catatonic. That's crazy. Just fully just be like. You ever see videos of schizophrenics that go catatonic?
No.
They
Yeah.
go like this, and they'll just be like that for like hours.
Oh,
And
man.
you have to just like pick them up and put them somewhere.
Like sloths.
Yeah, like,
You ever see somebody pick up a sloth? They go like this. It's pretty awesome.
yeah. I'm thinking that's one of my options right now to fully just freeze, and just be like, just give it like 2 days. Like,
I gotta
man,
be
seriously, this isn't funny. Be like,
I gotta be honest. Sometimes I'm critical of your ideas. This is a really good one.
fully can't. You just unfreeze it. You can be like, unfreeze.
Your wife could be yapping at you, just
Oh no, it's happening
it'd
again.
be so hard not to
You
laugh.
can't narrate it. You can't be like, I feel it coming.
It'd be so hard not to laugh while she was bitching at you though. Just be like, get up for real.
You got to make a fucked up pose though. Don't
Babe.
do the schizo one.
No, just be like, babe, pack my psych ward bag. I feel myself freezing up again. Beef jerky would be great. I feel like it's coming.
Slim Jim.
Bring me my wheat seltzer. Move the cake with a forklift. Get $1. You can bring it there. It's
Ooh, wouldn't that be nice?
the only thing that could unfreeze me.
If you could guilt free live in that office right now.
Oh, my God.
You could guilt free, dude. You have no obligations.
Dude,
Just up
I
there
would-
sipping your your fucking weed seltzers.
I read about in medieval times they had they had water in the 1400s in England that would like the water would come to each house. Sometimes in like festivals they would like have wine run to all the houses. If I had that shit hooked up to my faucet and just turn it on, oh my god, I'd be like, I
Oof,
hear
Madonna.
someone knocking on the door, I'd run back to my bed and be like,
Sorry, catatonic.
oh, he's catatonic again.
That's
Yeah,
you
people-
alone in that apartment.
That must be some weird
Yeah,
shit, dude.
No, I just play my flute and write and drink.
Yeah, exactly.
Play my flute.
This is weird. as
I
it
just listen to
fucking
my
gets.
Monroe tapes. I do my Monroe Institute tapes. Try to achieve hemisync. It's pretty normal shit, dude.
Yeah.
It's pretty normal.
Do you understand? You're gone.
I try to. Oh, for
Matt,
sure.
You're gone.
For sure. I was explaining this to Spud yesterday. I'm not even, as far as I'm concerned, I'm just an awareness that's watching this guy named Matt McCusker and just like laughing at this dude fumble around through the world.
That's pretty sweet.
Whoa.
I'm just watching my body. I feel like I'm an entity inside myself that just watches myself.
You're an
and just-
astronaut rolling in the deep.
Just literally, I'm just watching myself. And I used to be like, don't do this, don't do that. I like watch myself unthinkingly like grab a cookie and eat it. And I'm just like, that guy didn't even pass through his awareness. He just munched a cookie.
God doesn't even care.
I'm rooting for myself, but I'm at this point, I'm just fucking just watching myself do stuff. It's being like, whoa.
Yeah, that makes
But
sense.
it's crazy because there's like, I mean, it sounds like dissociation, but like I'll be dealing with like the
Sounds like
most.
you might be disassociated quite a bit.
I think it came from just
You like some
meditating too much.
movie, dude.
Dude. I'll
You like
be
some
dealing with the
movie.
most stressful thing and just watch it and just be like, yeah, this is all pretty sweet though. Every time I just go, yeah, it's pretty fucking cool.
Well, that's good.
How cool is this?
That's a good thing.
It is fun. It took me 2 hours to put my eye down last night, dude.
I'm jealous of that. Your ability to go through something shitty at this point.
just fucking watch
If
it.
I spent one day at a hospital, I'd be
Spinal
people would
tap.
owe me their lives. I'd be like, I spent the whole day with you. You owe me forever.
Forever.
I'll never
ever.
stop complaining about this. One day.
Yeah, I've been able to just be like, today I'm at the hospital. I didn't expect to be in the hospital tonight, but here I am. It's just like
Yeah.
spinal taps on an infant, just watching it like, well, this will be over. It's, they'll be sick soon. I just got to sit here for
Yeah.
5 years. They'll be dressing themselves and, this will be in a while. It's just years. They go by so fast.
They do.
They
So
do.
that's good.
They do.
Beezerini, what are you up to over there? You
I'm just
catatonic up.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. There's no
Castatonic.
fucking way. I can't
You
sit
can't
still.
go get it. You can't give that
there's
knee. That
no
knee would
way.
give you away in a heartbeat.
I would be like this and be like, dude, I'm catatonic as shit.
You can go catatonic with the twitch.
You can get that cell phone catatonic pretty good.
Nah, dude.
I've seen you hit the fucking 6 hour
I'm
catatonic.
sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you meant the other way. Like I don't
it.
touch it. Yeah. Nah, I'm in a boxing league now. I gotta.
I've seen
boxing on
you
the
boxing.
phone?
Yeah, dude.
That's sick.
Yeah.
What's your boxer's name? It's usually he usually
Hold
names
up.
his horse like Dr. Fag or something where you're like, nice, dude.
No, this one actually. This isn't. I don't think it's horrible. Hold on 1 second. I'm loading.
What are some-
Real boxing sick. I used to play on an iPad.
Yeah,
it's so fun.
For some reason, it keeps glitching out on me though when you get nuts. Like I go nuts. I have no, I don't know what I'm doing. But
Dude, I can't.
Al faggot. Yeah, sorry. This is
No.
Al faggot. Yeah,
What about
What's his strength,
Sorry.
speed or power?
neither. He's not great.
who's your name? Some of your? Do you remember some of your horses? I remember you used to have the ponies.
Long and Dragon Dick. Dragon Dick sucked.
Dragon
I put
Dick.
him down.
Beezer sits, doesn't tell anyone these names.
Yeah,
He
no.
makes them for himself and then plays.
Oh, dude! If you saw some
Be
of the
like,
names
"Go
I have on
Dragon
my
Dick."
names, they're fucking.
You're just
I'm
blowing Chinese 11-year-olds' minds. They're just like,
done. Oh yeah, yeah.
Dragon
they just Google translate it and they're like, very powerful horse, Dragon Dick.
Dragon Dick
Palace
is
of Dragon.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Dick and Balls. Dick and Balls. He had to put that
Dick
on.
and Balls is a good horse name.
Yeah. Beefcake.
Nice.
Beefcake.
Oh, Doo-Wop Johnson? Yeah. Because he has a black dude with the fucking doo-wop hair, dude.
I was
Doo-Wop Johnson.
Doo-Wop Johnson.
I was
yeah.
fantasizing about a.
It's better than what I would do. I would create players when I was and name them. Like I would try to come up with cool names.
Dude, that's it. I remember when Soda,
so
when
embarrassing.
fucking
Like
Red
what?
Dead came out. What was Soda's horse name? It was like Nighthawk or something.
It's something like that. And I
Gay.
killed it. I put dynamite under it when he went to the bathroom.
Wait, what game is this? For the
he
horses?
played Red
Red
Dead.
Dead.
When Red Dead came out, Soda was obsessed with it. So he named his horse and he was like, "This is Knight Rider," something. So I would go over to Soda's and we'd play video games. So he went to take a piss while he was playing Red Dead.
Dynamite at
I
Knight Rider?
unpaused it, lit some dynamite, put it directly under the horse, and then pressed pause again. And he came back like high, like
That's better than what you
what's
did to
going
my
on?
guy.
He starts playing. He's like, Knight Rider, no!
Dude, I came back to the house one day and Shane had been over at the house. I'm really
Jesus.
there for it. I turned my game on. My guy's in all white leather. I was like, what the fuck?
I was there. He got you like a $5 million bounty.
ruining
Everyone
people's.
was looking for me. I
Oh
was
my
like, what?
God.
Ruining people's Red Dead was so fun.
I got on the horse. It was just like,
Just
you
getting
want it.
chased by guys.
Dude, immediately.
Yeah, he went and like drowned ladies in the river in front of people, and then he got like a $5 million reward.
and I paused it
Put you in the white lead.
just so I knew Beezer would come home one night from helium. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck,
Dude, yeah. I was not wanted by anyone. And then the
God, that's so
every
funny.
fucking town I went into, they're like, you're wanted here for like
Well, it's
50
so hard to be a
grand.
good guy in that game, and
I
people would
know.
try. They'd be
Yeah.
like, "You got to do favors for people. You got to be good. You can't shoot anybody."
Yeah.
So then the second you get a hold of somebody else's game and just fucking light up a town,
Yeah.
That's the
it's
funny.
fun.
Put
Yeah,
a
it is.
dynamite
I'm
under
gonna download
somebody.
that game
That
again.
game ruled.
Red
fucking
Dead is
ruled.
sick, dude.
Yeah. It was fun.
You were just playing it?
Did you ever beat it before? It's intense at the end.
Yeah, I beat it.
Oh shit! I just remembered one of my names
What was it?
because my friend found it. It's so embarrassing. I was a linebacker for Washington State in I forget what it was called, Legend Mode or whatever.
Yeah.
I named him. I had a 6'7" black linebacker named Trace Wilkins. That I genuinely named him. I was like, that's a fucking sick name.
That is a sick name.
And then my friend found it and was like, Trace Wilkins.
I was like, turn it off. Shut up. Look at his fucking stats, dude. They
Yeah.
gave me that name. That was auto-generated.
That was auto-generated. Trace Wilkins.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I was laughing thinking about a Jamaican dude named Rufio Stiltskin the other day. I don't know why. I thought it was like the funniest thing in the world.
Rufio Silskins?
Because every now and again, Jamaican dudes will have like,
Yeah,
this is
they'll
my
get-
brother Robert. Then every
Yeah.
now and again, they'll just have a crazy name. Like, this is Rufio Stiltskin. Number one rude boy. I couldn't stop laughing about Rufio Stiltskin. I was at a Jamaican barbecue, dude.
Some
Jamaican
people
food. You
hate-
forget about Jamaican food. It's so fucking good.
Oh yeah.
And then I ate all the Jamaican food, and that food for some reason gave me the idea. I'm like, damn, that'd be so funny to meet a Jamaican dude named Rufio Stillskin. And it all stopped it there, and I just chuckled myself to sleep.
Sorry,
I'm retarded.
I was thinking it was Jamaican. He was Brazilian. There was a soccer player named Creedence Clearwater Quoto.
Whoa.
Yeah, his parents liked CCR.
They named him after CCR?
The Brazilians, yeah, they
love
had
classic
their
rock,
kids,
dude.
and they named their son Creedence Clearwater Quoto, aka Paulista.
That's a sick name, Creedence Clearwater. Even Creedence is a sick name.
Creedence Clearwater.
Yeah, when I went to Brazil, I had dudes came up to me and like, "Do you look at Bob Dylan?" And I was like, "What?
Bob Dylan.
The fuck you guys said?" They're like, "Bob Dylan." And if I was like,
they're
"Oh, Bob, like, Bob
bullshit.
Dylan? Yeah, he's cool."
Portuguese bullshit.
Yeah, Bob Dylan. We like the Bob Dylan. I was like,
I wonder if they freak out if you told them
"You know where you
his
can get
real name.
prostitutes, guys? What?
Yeah.
That's not his real name.
Bob
Dylan.
Dylan.
What's his real name?
I think it's like Bob Zimmerman or something.
Oh, yeah.
He's a Jew from
Hear
Minnesota.
you loud and clear, bees.
Yeah. Say no more.
Yeah, no, I heard that he was a young Jewish boy.
Yep.
Sometimes you have to stand
Well, it
your
was-
ground.
Is it Zimmerman? yeah.
That's very funny.
Thanks, dog.
There must be some kind of way out of this gated community. Da-da-da-da.
Wearing a hood, walking through my town. I said, hey, Joe, what are you doing there? I said, you better get on the
my
ground. 'Cause I'm-
Very funny,
Yeah, guys, this is what podcasting is. It's guys
Oh,
sitting
for
around
sure.
goofing,
for sure.
not spilling their guts like homos about Roe v. Wade like we were doing earlier. I feel guilt and shame about
No,
giving
You guys
out.
got into it?
No, but we were
Yeah.
giving out. We were trying to get our opinions out properly, and it's never
How'd
a
that
good.
go?
It's never a good thing to expose your actual feelings on anything publicly.
No.
Because
Come on.
everyone shoves it right back up your fat ass.
Yep.
They say,
Although-
"What'd you say, Porky?" And I say,
Porky. That's pretty good.
Stop
Yeah.
fucking
Damn.
calling me that, guys.
"So you better never call me Porky again."
Yeah, I mean, I was reading about how like people who are super famous have to like they have so many people projecting things onto them. Like they were talking about Marilyn Monroe had the like, sexual projections of so many men, it just eventually broke her.
Yeah,
Just, she felt the pressure.
I'm
of
dealing
it
with a lot of sexual projections.
eventually. You are.
Actually,
You are. But yeah,
they
it'll get you.
say it's nice because
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I think we'll get through this. I think we'll be all right.
bees.
Figure it out.
Come on, man,
I'm thinking about
Give me
you said
something,
Marilyn-
dude.
Shut up.
fire it
Give
up,
me
bees.
something, dude.
I was listening to you
Put it
two
on the
talk.
line, man.
Fire it
Put
up.
it all on the line
Tell
right
us a
now,
story.
dude.
Give
Life's
us
too
something.
short.
What's going on?
Too short.
Did you do crack?
No.
All
Why
right.
would you think that?
I don't know. That's kind of a guy who did crack answer, though.
I'm like, why? You buying?
That's kind of a crack answer, if I'm being honest. Did you ever do anything cool, wild, crazy?
No, I'd never done crack.
All right.
Somebody sold me crack once. I was pissed the fuck off.
What do you mean?
I was looking for blow and he sold me crack.
Can you
and
snort
he called
crack?
me.
Can you just chop it up and snort it or no?
No, I don't think so.
I'm making a
Really?
goddamn fool of myself.
No. Yeah, cook that
Can
crack.
you boof it?
Yeah, you boof up.
Boof it out your ass. Into
I
your
can tell
ass.
you to boof. I might start boofing
You
crack.
ever see those guys boofing into their asses? Those two dudes? There's a very funny video.
About who?
Oh, yeah. That's,
Two homeless dudes boofing straight
Yeah,
into
yeah,
a guy's
yeah.
butt
What?
in like the bank, in like one of those bank like ATM rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty funny.
Tight. That's a nice spot.
Boof it up. The Bank of America, dude. Boof of America.
That's what it becomes after 9 p.m.
Dude,
dude.
you'll like this. I got my hands. Someone recommended me a book called The Time Traveler's Guide to Medieval England.
Sick.
I'm not that far into it, but so far I like it a lot.
Sounds
The
like it.
vantage point is just what you would see if you walked into London in the I guess what was that, the 14th, 13th century? What are we, one behind or whatever?
Yeah. Oh,
Dude.
on the centuries?
Yeah, what is it? I always
Yeah,
forget
it's the
that.
13th century.
Yeah, so the 1400s.
No.
Okay.
That would be 15th.
15th, so 15th century. So you walk in 1400s London, it gives you, or like any town or whatever, like the cities and then the suburbs and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, the way they were breaking it down is you walk in, like there's the river outside of town is called a shit brook because everyone has to dump their buckets of shit outside
Yeah.
of town. So like you go in and there's the whole city is divided where a third of the city space is developed to the religious like nuns and brothers and friars and shit. So that's a third of the town of London. 10% is the royal palace. And then there's like the high level merchants and noblemen. They take up another chunk of it. And then like 98% of the population has to live in 50% of the space
Yeah.
of the city. And they were saying that there wasn't any like obviously like plumbing or anything back then. So you'd have to just you had a bucket of you'd shit in. So like in the worst places, there was just like these rooms where all your kids, there'd be a one thing apartment where it's divided in half, like 2 bedrooms really. All your kids would be in one half, and you and your wife would be in the other half with a kitchen sleeping there. And you'd all have to shit in a bucket, and you just like have to time it where you'd go dump it into the shit brook. And then all the kids would just run around all day. So there was like little areas you could shit off of a bridge. So people just shitting.
Yeah.
And then you would get fined. It was a big problem. Like people were shitting all the time and just like throwing their buckets. They wouldn't make it to the river. They would just throw them into the street. If you chopped up like a pig, you'd throw everyone had the entrails. So all the animals they're eating just sitting outside their house rotting. It was so fucking nasty, dude.
Yeah, that blows.
So fucked up.
It sucks dick.
Wild pigs became such a problem. There was a profession where you'd go around and hunt wild pigs around the town of London. You get like 4 cents per pig. Per boar you would take down. You get 4 cents.
It's a fun time.
Dude, it's pretty nasty to think about.
Yeah,
It's horrible.
You'd think they'd be a lot more pressing on the what are we doing with the shit?
They slowly started finding people. They're like, you're not allowed to flay an animal within the city limits, and you're not like. They're like, dude, if you get caught shitting, it was like a heavy money penalty.
I mean, this is going on until 20th century. People just throwing fucking shit out of their window.
Yeah, but you'd have to like
People
time.
shitting in buckets. That's a tale as old as time. And then some people just throw it straight out their window. You'd be walking down the street, get a bucket of fucking week old shit thrown on you.
Dude, when it would rain and the whole town would just be mud. The town would be mud for just like 2 weeks, and it stunk. Whoa. So they're like, he was like the one thing he was trying to get across is like the stench was just it was just nonstop otherworldly stench.
Yeah,
and you get to like the spice market and it'd be like, oh, this smells great, and then it would just be dudes in their finery, dudes in like silk, just like stepping over piles of shit.
That's why they loved spice.
Yeah, true.
I mean, for real. That's why. I mean, we were talking. I think I might have brought it up on the president's one about like it's funny that this entire slave trade is based around England getting sugar and coffee.
You needed that.
That's what it was all about. It was like, we need sugar and coffee.
Yeah, pepper was a preservative for meat.
Get them over there.
Yeah, you needed pepper to preserve your meat so you could feed your troops.
Well, that's actually needed. Salt.
Yeah. So that was like a big deal. But guys, yeah, burning some frankincense, dude, just to drown out the dump.
Yeah,
the family bucket just chilling in this.
I'm just thinking of the herding. If the Gillis family had to go through a bucket, dude, me and Phil tag team in a bucket.
What kind of bucket would you need?
There was a wooden
trough, dude.
This probably wasn't watertight too. This is like wooden slats.
Yeah, it's a wooden thing. It's shit's just oozing right
that's
out.
not quality.
There's no chance you're dropping logs back then. No. Everyone's got dysentery.
No. They said even during the bubonic plague, as bad as it was, the population didn't really dip because so many people were trying to get into London that it would. And they said the town was 40,000 back then.
Yeah.
But there were so many traders and people moving around. The walls would be filled with 100,000 people.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it was a free for all for dumping. And it was so dangerous. If you had to if you were walking and try to get to another town or riding a horse, and you're like, if you knew there was a dangerous road, as soon as night came, you had to scramble to find an inn. Otherwise, you would get fucked up.
Yeah, you get murdered.
So you'd have to get, you'd rush to an inn.
Dude.
Yeah, and you'd have to squat up with other dudes in the inn. Like, where are you going? Like, I'm going there too. Let's form a party.
Yeah.
You'd have to squat up and just watch for thieves. Pretty sick.
It'd be nice to be single back then. Having a family would blow.
Yeah, it'd be terrible.
Anytime throughout history, having a family, that's always worried about like an apocalyptic type situation.
Yeah.
That great. Now I got to watch my wife get raped by a gang of fucking highwaymen.
That would stink.
Yeah.
Not on my watch. Like we just watched Apocalypto this week.
Oh,
I forgot how brutal the fucking dude. The guy's sitting there like crying while he's tied up, and his wife's getting like passed around.
Yeah.
And then he's sitting there by the fire that night, and he's like, she stopped screaming. She let them do it.
Yeah.
A real dark fucking.
Yeah,
that
really
whole time
stinks.
I was watching Apocalypto, I was like, I'm so excited for the Spanish to show up. Just
the Mayflower
fucking
came through.
Cut these dudes' fucking heads off, dude. How fucking sick must it have been to Ben? Dude, I think it was 87 Spanish dudes conquered the Incan Empire of millions.
Pretty nuts.
It literally must have been them going around like, yo, watch this. Just with a gun, you're like, they should make a movie. I was saying they should play the Jackass music the entire time. Just down, 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 down. Just them just like, just with a horse. Everyone's like, holy fuck, what is that?
Yeah, well, it's crazy too because
Stop being fucking weird.
A lot of those cultures back then didn't have an idea of like individuality. So they were just like singing ancient songs, being like, "We are the mythical gods, and we are enacting these roles."
We are
and
the
like,
children of the sun. We're the best.
a dude would just come in, like dudes would come in and just butt fuck their wives and be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
what the fuck?"
Whoa.
And you would just fully be like, "What the fuck is going? What did I do wrong? What the fuck?"
Yeah, that got me. I was watching Apocalypto.
Yeah.
What a terrible thing to have your wife. You're tied up and dudes are like laughing, pushing her.
Yeah, dude. They came in and just kicked your ass first thing in the morning, dude. You hadn't even had your fucking.
You didn't even get coffee.
dude.
You didn't get Folgers in your
You
cup.
didn't chew your cot at all.
You woke up and dudes were hitting you with a bat and butt fucking your wife.
And then taking your kids away for just God
Just
knows what.
throwing your kids in a fire. Being like,
Oh,
all
yeah.
right, let's go. You guys, we're cutting your heads off tomorrow.
Eating them, maybe.
That's
Eating them.
rough.
And then thank God, dude. Praise Christ. The Spanish showed up and brought Christianity to the New World.
And then took all the rubber trees.
And they
stuff.
said, we need your gold. Go get it.
Dude, that's kind of fucked up too, because there was in the Amazon, like when the Europeans came, there was like, I was reading a book where they were saying like there was dudes who were like, yeah, like both my parents and all my uncles like just died. Like when white people came, the diseases came, and like there was dudes who were like, oh, hey, who are these guys? And like half their family tree just died instantly.
Yeah.
They were like, what the
Yeah,
fuck
as
is
soon
going
as the
on?
dudes from Europe came over, like,
they're like,
the whole
What
world
the
died.
Fuck? Yeah, I know.
There was also a plague going through before the Europeans.
Really?
Yeah, they said I've heard. I think I read somewhere where particularly the Native Americans in North America, it was decimated by like 90% by the time the Europeans got there.
Think they brought
Could be wrong on that stat.
From a
SARS-CoV-2?
plague, though?
I think there was a plague going on over in the New World
I
before
bet
the
there
Europeans
was.
arrived. And they said otherwise, without that, they would have had a tough time in North America. In the South, the Spanish just
Yeah.
literally 80.
Dominated.
I could be wrong. 87 dudes conquered the Incan Empire.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
Now they enlisted other tribes
Yeah.
that were sick of getting their fucking heads cut off and their
Yeah.
kids raped.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, if you keep raping people's families, eventually something bad's gonna happen.
They'll get pissed.
The Spanish are gonna show up in one way or the other.
Oh,
That's how
dude.
you need to live your life. You need to know the Spanish are. You're gonna wake up one day and you're gonna see those boats on the shore, and you're gonna go, man, I was a fool my entire life, and now these guys are coming, and they're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
slice me up for being a jerk.
Yep. They're going to pull your card and fuck your ass.
I was trying to talk my way into making a point on that one. I don't know if you saw that.
I saw it. No,
Oh, yeah.
they'd come and they just would be like, oh, yeah, those guys, like, dude, you could fuck those guys up.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, like, they
Yeah.
did what to you
Like,
guys? Dude, come on, man.
Here's one piece of metal.
True.
Go nuts.
True, yeah.
They can't stop shit.
Yeah, they
Give
got 'em.
one of those dudes a helmet. It's on.
And they would just, like, fucking throw gold around and be like, whatever. And
For real, it'd be like invading an entire nation that had Nerf guns only.
Yeah. For real.
Yeah, they were like
you got to be
naked,
like, you'd get
basically,
hit with
right?
arrows and be like, nice try, you fucking moron.
Weren't they basically just naked and the Spanish came over with that steel of theirs?
Yeah, pretty
know
much.
that
I mean, the
steel's known.
Aztec warriors had some tight shit.
Yeah.
They had some
Yeah.
cool shit going on. They had some tight uniforms.
Yeah.
They love Jaguar shit. I mean, I'm getting a lot of information from Age of Empires
New
right
Mexico State.
No, they're
good
now.
jerseys.
Hey, there you go.
they had an
Yeah.
advanced understanding of plants and stuff. We don't, there's like 95% of plant species are totally no clue.
Yeah.
There's only 5% of known, they only know what 5% of plants do.
Total? And really?
According to this one thing I read, yeah.
I mean, are we
Jesus.
talking underwater
Yeah.
plant life also? Because
I
then
don't know.
certainly have no idea.
I think they're just talking about like the stuff within the Amazon.
Huh.
Because they go there's been a decent amount of pharmaceutical products that were stuff just like plants in the Amazon. They'd be like, how do I cure like back spasms? And I'm like, oh yeah, we have it. Chew this.
Yeah.
And then they'll take it back and study it. Like, oh yeah, we isolated
Be like,
this
shit,
compound.
that actually worked.
And they never pay them. Apparently, they're just kind of like, thanks,
Is it
dumbass.
the Aztecs?
Yeah, they're just like, thanks.
They keep
like,
ripping off the Mayans
like
all these years.
GlaxoSmithKline will go down there and be like, wait, what's that do? Oh, that's cool, and take it home and just be like, patent it. Thanks,
Yeah.
dumbass.
Start cutting off their
Like,
hands.
by
if they
by
don't
the way,
bring
send
them.
us some more of those rubber trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're still doing it.
Oh wow, that's so cool. What's that? Okay. Oh, nice, dude. Thanks,
Yeah.
dumbass, and they'll just leave. Yeah, dude.
Yes.
The Amazonians they have a big tobacco culture, where it's like there's a big like tobacco shaman where from a young age you have to learn how to eat tobacco without throwing up.
Oh.
And then
Nice.
people it's pretty sick. It's honorable as hell. And people bring you their kids, and you have to just like puff tobacco and chew
Yeah,
tobacco,
dip
and,
in
like,
front of them.
dip and spit and like blow smoke on them. And they say that tobacco entities come to them. There's a different type of tobacco called
Yeah.
like tobacco rustica. There's like two different strains of
Sure.
tobacco That one's 14 times stronger than the American tobacco.
Whoa.
So you just start swallowing that shit from like
I'm
the
on
age
this
of
Lucy
8.
shit. I need to go down to the Amazon.
You gotta get the real
dip
tobacco.
ayahuasca.
You gotta get the real tobacco.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You should
ayahuasca
become a
dip form.
tobacco shot, a tobacco era, dude.
Whoa.
Just shotgun like a 12-year-old and be like, nah, he's good.
Yeah, that guy's chill. I just shotgun a Marlboro into his mouth. Your
Yeah,
kid's
you
gonna
need,
be
like
fine.
2 smokes a day then. That'd be sweet.
Oh yeah, guys, you're not gonna believe this.
What's up?
I have to hit the gymnasium.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, good timing.
Yeah,
Let's hit it.
it's been a long month of tomfoolery. Time to get back into the gymnasium.
True. 4
You know?
o'clock. That'll be nice
What do
too.
you is this what you wear? I mean, obviously not the jersey.
No,
Why not?
I'll wear gym shorts.
That's
certainly.
what I mean.
Yes,
But I
but
mean,
sandals and baseball jersey, no. But yes, I'll wear gym shorts.
Yeah. And then you were outside the whole time?
No.
Oh, I
This is
thought
in
you
a
were
gym.
outside in like a park or something.
Rocky
No.
style?
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
No, I'm not. I'm paying extra to make sure this is private.
True.
Oh yeah.
I don't want people to see me trying to
Carrying logs around the park.
move my body
Yeah.
because it's not a pretty sight.
Dude, I saw you crushing those balls, dude.
I mean, the swing's getting better.
That was
I
crazy.
need to keep going to batting cages. That's
Yeah.
fun.
Yo, I was gonna say something. You told me you weren't. You said you're not good at baseball, or you weren't when you were growing up. Right?
Nah, well, I was good. I was good
I was
my
a good
whole
cut
life
you out on Norman. You
when I was a
roped that at
kid.
him.
And then as soon as I hit puberty, I lost all my hand-eye coordination for like a year.
Dude, if Norman didn't have that fucking reaction, Norman
Do you
would have
think
got
that's funny?
fucking. He would have got crushed in the head.
Do you think that's funny to mock me?
He would have got crushed in the head, dude.
Is that what we're doing, dude?
What?
I haven't seen you, and you're just gonna fucking make fun of me?
Dude, you said you lost your hand-eye coordination.
Yeah, and then you say because I was masturbating. You're saying because I was fumbling around for toys.
Dude, imagine if you had toys at like 13, dude.
I mean, you pretty much did. You were makeshifting toys.
True, that's true.
You were doing whatever you could to get toys.
No,
But,
that's true.
dude, if I had a flashlight when I was a boy,
Oh my god.
You caught me like halfway through paper 1. I was like, dude.
I think I also caught you in the 3rd trimester, like right
True.
before the kid popped out. So that has something to do with it.
that as well.
Your priorities shift a little bit.
Yeah, no, they do. I mean, it's definitely that having a kid. I think I've said this before. It in itself is an altered state. It just alters your consciousness like immediately.
Yeah.
That's why I think some people, freak out and leave because they're not used to that. But it's
Did
also
you
like
did
it's
you
crazy.
try and talk? Did you try and talk your bae into eating the placenta?
no. I
No?
knew she wouldn't because she just won't do that. She's not a good sport in terms of eating like placentas and doing wild shit like that. So I was just like not even.
You
gonna-
seem like a curious dude. I would have thought you would try to eat it.
Yeah, I mean, I would have. I've had breast milk. I thought it was pretty good, but the
Yeah.
breast. I don't know why people freak out about that. It's actually tastes really good. It's like sweet,
Yeah.
but in terms of there was so much going on that I was just the thing to be like, hey, could you wrap that up? I was just like, nah, man.
I asked both of my sisters if I could have their placenta, and they both denied me.
Did they really?
Yeah. Those dirty bitches.
It's very New World Order to try to start eating human body parts. That's the other thing too. I'm a red-blooded
No,
patriot.
that's the oldest world order there is. Every animal, that's the first thing they eat right after they give birth.
I'm a red-blooded patriot. I'm not eating that. But no, I've heard it's really good for you. I just, again.
I
there
think a lot of, I mean, this isn't scientific at all, but like postpartum depression can be cured by that shit. I had a friend whose girlfriend said that when she would eat the dried capsules, it almost felt like she was having like a light microdose or mushroom trip off of it. So I
Damn.
think there's a lot of nutrients in there that you can't get from other foods. It's like basically straight stem cells. So
Fuck. That's pretty tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
maybe on the next one.
yeah.
munch
Are you
the
planning
placenta.
that out already?
Yeah, sort of. It's kind of it's like the same area as we had our first kid. Like, I don't know. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. And then it's like, all right, do it. I'm like, okay. And then it's like, what the fuck you do? I'm like,
Yeah.
too late.
Can I ask you, could you tell the nut that hit the fucking bell like you're at the carnival?
Well, yeah, well, it was funny because we finally, so we decided to be like, all right, let's actually try to have a kid.
Yeah.
And, after like a couple weeks of that, it was like nothing. And then we're like, you know what? It probably wouldn't be the best. We should actually chill on trying to have a kid. And then we just had regular sex. And then she just came downstairs like a week later. Was like, I'm pregnant. I was like,
Hell yeah, dude.
pretty funny. So yeah, if you're trying
Potent.
to have a kid, just relax and chill. And
Yeah.
hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
Yeah.
I do know the one because I know the one that we finally were just like, all right, whatever. And then we didn't have sex again for a while. And then I was just like, oh shit, that was it.
Yeah, I feel like there's something in the core of your being that lets you know that it just happened.
Yeah, that's what I thought, dude. I don't know. Because on all the other ones, I was like, that was the one. She was like, like a couple weeks later, like, no. And then,
Those were placebo loads.
yeah, I mean, dude, it's I don't know how it works because we did all the stuff like you're supposed to lay on your back, pop the legs up,
Yeah.
nothing, and then just like a standard doggy style Saturday night did the trick. So
Hell yeah, dude.
man, not bad.
Yeah.
So what is going on, dude?
Not much. I thought I'd give you a bit of my backstory first because we
Mhm.
don't know each other that well. Basically, like I've been a musician my entire life, like specifically in the realm of songwriting. I was in a pretty popular metal band in Canada called The Gorgeous in my early 20s. And so I've had this obsession with ordering words in such a way to convey meaning and to get a message across, but still leaving like enough room for people to paint their own projection of the meaning on top of that song. Because that's what makes a song really great, I think, is like when it's vague enough that people can paint their own life over top of the meaning. So I've been obsessed with ordering words in such a way as to communicate an idea for the last 20, 30 years, basically. I was doing it when I was very young. And I got into psychedelics the first time I had like a fairly, well, any psychedelic experience whatsoever was with magic mushrooms in my early 20s. And there were a lot of insights that came out of it. I mean, there's stupid, hilarious insights that you get that you're like, oh, I remember I was sitting on a hillside. I was with my girlfriend and I was looking at a tree, and the tree like seemed more alive than I had ever seen a tree before. Like the surface of its skin looked like it was breathing and whatnot. And then I looked at like the shape of the tree and I was like, fuck, trees kind of look like mushrooms. That's cool. And then I like opened up my sweatpants and looked at my penis and I was like, holy shit, we're all mushrooms, dude. Like that level of like
That's so
stupidity.
funny.
Yeah.
Only because the first time I did mushrooms, I looked at trees and was like, holy fuck. And I was wearing sweatpants. So I'm like, that's pretty tight. What happened to the metal band? What happened to the metal band?
There was a lot of like infighting inside of the band, and ultimately I was in like a very self-destructive phase of my life. Like I would like rip out my hair and like bash my head against the ground on stage and stuff like that for people's entertainment, and it was just not a healthy situation. So we got like 5 or 6 cross Canada tours, a UK tour out of it. I think two music videos. Like we were signed to a label, the same label as Alexis on Fire, if you've ever heard of that band.
No, I've never. Metal is a world I've never traversed. I'm like genuinely scared of it. When I hear heavy metal, I'm like, ooh.
I think
Here's the question though. Would you, knowing this, I never talked to anyone who did metal music, especially like making it, except for my cousin Jack. Was there like a pressure around being like super metal, and how do you think that affects like toxic metal Italy? Is that a real thing in the metal community where people try to out metal each other and just go like totally off the fucking wall? That would be a real pressure for me.
I mean, like that exists inside of any community. Like if you look at like Jackass, like the dudes in Jackass, they're trying to one up each other. If you're like an investment banker, there's that competitive aspect to investment banking. Like podcasting is the same way. Like people want to have the highest numbers of views inside of podcasting. So like our specific genre of music was metalcore, which is a hybrid of heavy metal and hardcore music. So there's like an element of like punk rock to it as well too. I kind of like, I grew up moving all over the place, and I feel like the advantage that gave me is just observing communities from the outside, because I was never like immersed strongly in any social group, and that's been a reoccurring pattern throughout my life. And it gives you the ability to observe behavior from an outside perspective, because when you're immersed in culture is like this clothing that you don't realize that you're wearing. And if you can remove yourself from it, which is what I think psychedelics do ultimately, is remove that cultural clothing, or like people call it the ego or the super ego, what have you, and gives you the ability to have an overhead view of the culture that you're immersed in, and like the bullshit that comes along with it, is all, as well as the advantages that come along with it. Like I'm grateful to live in Canada and have the system that took, you know, hundreds of thousands of years to develop to get to this point where I'm talking on a fucking microphone to a dude whose podcast I listened to for the last year or so, by means of technology. Like it fills you with this like gratitude, as well as like you can point out like, okay, that's stupid, that's fucking stupid. Yeah. So yeah, I after this first initial experience, like the first thing that really captivated my interest about it was the first physiological effect that happens when you eat a shitload of mushrooms is your pupils dilate and they turn into these like dual photon stargates, and you feel as though you're perceiving more of reality than you were had you not taken them. And there's a decent amount of scientific evidence that suggests that you have enhanced edge detection when you're on a sub-threshold dose of psychedelics, as well as like our eyes are highly evolved inside of the animal kingdom. Like the only comparable other animal would be like predatory birds. And this cycle of like tens, hundreds of thousands of years of use of psychedelics, I think, caused our eyes to develop the ability to perceive more of reality than other animals, to see further into the spectrum of light and in depth and in space and in time. And
Talking stoned ape theory.
yeah,
I mean, dude, it's yeah, it improves in small doses. I think visual acuity, like you were saying, like you can kind of see a little bit better. There's a ton of benefits to taking like a little bit of mushrooms that would make a ton of sense if you're hunting and running around and doing all this stuff.
For sure.
So tell me, what do you do now? What are you up to now? You gave me the backstory.
Well, I'll get further along in the story. So after that, like I continued writing songs and reading a lot about psychedelics, and I got into conspiracy theories and the occult and all of that stuff, like a curious young man in his 20s does.
It's a rite of passage. Illuminati obsession for a young man is a rite of passage.
Yeah, it's almost a mental illness, dude, for a while, because the world becomes very dark when you get into the Jews being reptilian aliens that eat babies and shit like that. Like, whether or not that's your worldview, like you read this information, you're like, okay, I didn't want it to be the Jews, but
no, all the conspiracy stuff kind of does. All you could say,
every rabbit hole goes into the Jews did it
eventually.
And my pathway out of that was like high doses of magic mushrooms. The highest dose I've ever done was 15 dried grams, which is a shitload. It's
how was that? What was that like? And when was
it? Was fucking insane, dude. Like I went to, there's this, in the native peoples in the area where I'm from had this sacred lake called Spotted Lake, and it's the only saltwater lake within like, I don't know, 1,000 miles around. So it's like a geographical anomaly. And I drove up there, and I had like written like a special little song beforehand, because I was afraid. Like I didn't know what would happen, especially doing it by myself in nature. Like it's fucking scary.
This was just your plan. You're like, I'm going to eat a half ounce of mushrooms by myself.
Yeah. I wanted to see how deep the rabbit hole goes. And I think it goes much deeper than that. Even I've heard of people doing 30-gram doses. And so like what happened was I ate them during the sunset, and so there was like kind of like this purplish blue like series of clouds as the sun
hold on 1 second. I gotta ban my dogs. Hold on one second. All right, we're back. My bad.
So I was like looking at these clouds in the sky, and I fasted for a day and a half beforehand. Like traditionally in shamanism, like the most important aspect in my opinion is how they teach you to prepare the body diet wise before you do the trip. Because like most people, they just eat mushrooms while they're drunk, and like they don't get the full experience out of it. So I had like prepared my diet and fasted for 36 hours beforehand. and ate these mushrooms fast because I was fucking hungry at the time. I just wanted to put anything in my belly, and like it kicked in within 10 minutes, and I laid down, and my dog was beside me, and I was like, okay, God, like take care of me through this process, please. Yeah, there's no eight.
That's ballsy, dude. That's fucking ballsy.
Yeah.
You were so right, dude. Most people get a little bit drunk. Like the first time I had mushrooms, it was just 3 grams. I was like 18. I was like, this is the best thing in the world. And then I doubled down later on like a 7-gram dose. But it was like I drank a little bit, and they came home and just got into them. I was like, oh, this is all. So I had a bunch of them. Had a bunch of them at the time on me. So I took like a couple handfuls and measured retroactively the next day. And was like, holy fuck, I ate like a quarter ounce of mushrooms.
Yeah, well, like you have to cultivate. I think what psychedelics give you is a higher threshold for courage, curiosity, and creativity. And you have to have a lot of courage, even to eat 7 grams. Like I'm still scared to do psychedelics every time. I've done ayahuasca like over 50 times, but I want to get back to my story.
Sure,
anyways.
go ahead.
So what happened, do you remember those things in the 90s? They were like, they were called magic eye photos, and you would look at them and kind of unfocus your eyes, and then like a 3D image of a dolphin would come out. So I was looking at the clouds and seeing this pattern in the clouds, and this like image popped out of it, and it was of like this beautiful woman that was made of clouds, and she had like a motherly archetype to her, but she wasn't like my mom. She was like a MILF. Like she was fucking hot, like a mom that I wanted to fuck.
Damn.
And she went like this and said, come with me. And she fingered to like a hole that emerged in the clouds. And I walked through like the gates into this cloud kingdom. And it was like a castle inside of the cloud landscape. And we were walking through the halls through this cloud castle. And I remember looking at her ass and being like, damn, like this guy and bitch is hot, dude. I'd love to get a piece of that. And she showed me, she went like this and opened one of the walls, and there was this window, and through the window there was an infinite amount of staircases running in every direction all over the place. There's kind of like medieval paintings or like Harry Potter type shit that depicts this. And these staircases, all of the stairs were teeth, and then underneath them was a face inside of a larger staircase and a larger face. The word to describe it is ineffable. Like it's impossible to put into language the complexity and the beauty inside of this like holographic image of staircases and faces. And I kind of said to her, like, I had learned that you could talk to psychedelics at that point and talk to the entities that you meet inside of these realms. And I said to her, I don't really understand what you're showing me. And she said to me that every day of your life is a step in the stairway to heaven. Like the stairway to heaven isn't something that you ascend after you die. It's every day of your life is one of these steps, and you're making a choice whether to take a step up in life and advance your position and advance your mental state and develop your soul and develop your capacity for courage, creativity, and curiosity, or you stay stagnant and stay on this step. So there's this like hierarchy of being that you as a soul needs to go to get to that ascension of heaven. But heaven isn't a place where God is, or a place where you go after you die. Heaven is the skull of God, and you merge into the mind of that one being that created the universe. And and when you get there, what you realize that it's incredibly lonely to be God. There's nobody to talk to, there's nothing to learn, there's no one to fuck. Like there's almost this absolute knowledge and absolute everything is the feeling of nothingness. It's just an infinite white light in every direction. And these are the conclusions that came to me during the trip, was that like, for like, I have this epistemological idea that like God, the way that it created the universe was it jerked off and came into its own mouth and got its mouth pregnant and created itself inside of itself in order to understand what it was. So
do you think it had to jerk itself off, or do you think it kind of just shot a load?
It's a metaphor more than anything. Yeah.
It auto-conceived.
Yeah, it auto-conceived. That's a good word. So Are you into simulation theory at all?
Not really. I never really got into simulation theory. I like what you're talking about. Makes a lot of sense to me in terms of the. I'm trying to think how to put this. Well, real quick before I even talk about that, what
Yeah.
I'm interested in is the fact that, and this is what I think is cool about psychedelics, when people say like, "Oh, that's just stuff going on inside your brain," blah blah blah. Even still, to have just to eat a substance, you ate a lot, 14 grams of mushrooms, but then it kind of created
15.
50, excuse me, my bad. I want to cheat you. To have that produce a profound insight in your brain
Yeah.
in a way that not even, it's not like, oh, that's just a thought. It's a thought. It's a thought that resonates to the point where you can feel it to be true. And then
Yeah.
I think that does something in terms of that's the experience, that like the felt experience. That's why I think, because they're trying to figure out right now why when you take mushrooms, you can quit smoking. You can take a single dose of high dose mushrooms and you quit smoking cigarettes for like a year and a half afterwards.
Yeah.
And that, I think, is what it is. It's the felt, for lack of a better word, like the feltness of the experience and the thought from a psychedelic state is what carries that for 18 months. That's why I think you get the long-term effects.
Yeah, it also gives you that overhead view of your life that I was talking about before, and your patterns of behavior, and go, why am I doing that to myself? Like you try and have a cigarette and go, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, but even it's like that, yeah, for sure. And it's also with like procrastination. When I was doing like my microdose stuff, the idea of like procrastinating to play like a game on my phone is just absurd. It's like, what the fuck why would I the gravity of your situation becomes apparent, and you're like,
you feel a level of shame at the end of the day if you do that. Yeah.
But to answer your question about simulation theory, no, I don't really think about it. And the reason why is because I really pick and choose in terms of like, I don't know if simulation theory is like a spiritual thing, but I pick and choose spiritual beliefs, the ones that make me feel the best. I don't really make a bones about it. They're just whatever makes me feel the best. That's the one I'm like, hell yeah.
I'm going to make the case for it in a second, but before that, so one of the biggest takeaways from that experience, other than the Stairway to Heaven thing, was how we conceptualize this idea of Mother Earth, like the Earth serving as our mother, and a mother is like, her only reward is your existence and the joy that she sees you live. But that can only last for so long. Like humanity's kind of in its like shitty teenager phase right now, where it just isn't appreciating its mother, and we're taking its resources without replenishing them. Mm-hmm. And so the idea of this MILF in my vision gave me the idea to reframe that in a modality of language as the lover Earth. A lover is somebody that takes care of you and you take care of it. And I think that the cognitive reframing of our view of reality through modalities of language shapes our patterns of behavior into the future. So like the Earth isn't our mother anymore, essentially. It's our lover, that we're supposed to take care of it. And it realized that like the big benefit that it has is in shifting modalities of language. So like I'm interested in your deep dives and like your practice. If you can explain it a little bit to me. Something that I've been doing in my ayahuasca ceremonies now is I've done ayahuasca probably over 50 times. Like I went down to South America, did it 25 times down there, and studied with some shamans, and came back and started making it for myself and whoever else wants to try it. Like I'm not going to call myself a shaman because I think it's pretty gay to do that. Even using the term psychonaut to describe yourself. I'm just a curious dude.
Sure.
But your deep dives, like I think that shamanism is an artistic process, and people develop these techniques inside of creating a ceremony around the thing. So I want to hear you go into a little bit more detail about it.
Yeah, no, I agree. It is funny when I hear, especially when I hear like a white dude be like, I'm a shaman. It's just kind of like, it's like a white rapper thing. It's just like, all right, man, could you just
yeah,
Christ. But yeah, I agree. The deep dive, the point of it, and this kind of just, and this is interesting too, because this didn't really just come to me. It was more of a thing where it was like, I always felt like I'm using weed wrong. Like I don't feel like I'm using it right. Because what would happen is I would just kind of like, without any sort of thought or intention, I would just gobble down an edible at like a weird period of the day and just all of a sudden be like at the dog park and be so fucking high and be like,
Yeah.
why did I do this? And I felt as if I was being like punished on something. Like I was
Yeah.
compulsively consuming weed at weird times of the day. Like go to like a children's party and I'm just sitting there just like, oh shit. Like I thought I ate a little bit. I'm way too high.
Yeah.
Like I just was constantly in that state of like, oh fuck, why did I do this? And I was like, and I just always had this idea, like, it would be really cool if I just used it like twice a month, and rather than like, you know, a little bit here and there, just like a bigger dose twice a month, and just laid quietly, blindfold or dark room with like playing like some sort of like meditative music. And it was just a thought
Yeah.
that had popped out and occurred to me.
This is what Terrence McKenna said the way you should use marijuana is. Like, he was a daily smoker, but like ideally you would do it like you're doing it twice a month in like high frequency doses.
Yeah, and it's like when the cool thing I found is like, so you know, so the idea is, and this is what it's kind of evolved into. The idea is to use it as a means of, and this is kind of why I meditate in general. It's like you want to, and it's funny too, because so either way, before I get ahead of myself, the idea is to start interacting with the part of you that emerges in quiet or without stimulation. Because there is a natural part that's kind of like, you know, there's a natural pattern of thoughts, and there's there's just you behind all the stimulation that just, if it gets quiet enough, you start to emerge, and whatever that is. And I think the deep dive, if you take like even just like a moderate dose of cannabis, it comes out, and then now you had to deal with it. And there's no like cell phone, you can't do this, you can't go outside. Like you have to sit there and whatever I think they call it the default mode network. But it's like, I think of it like a hermit crab. Like it needs stillness. And if you're still and quiet enough, it comes out, but you can also blast it out like with substances.
Yeah. It's like deconditioning yourself to the exposure of sensory overload and almost like culture itself. You're taking this moment to step outside of all of that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And well, it's funny too, because it's like, and this is the way I think of it. So it's like, imagine if you lived with a roommate and you never talked to them, you kind of pretend they didn't exist. And, you know, you kind of just like every now and again, he would just come in and be like, oh, and you're like, fuck it, dude, not right now. And it's like, that's what I think people's relationship with their self is in the West.
Yeah.
Never quiet around you. You become alienated from yourself. And that's the point of and you get so swept up in culture, what's going on, that you're so out of touch with yourself and your own, like, how do I feel about this? What do I actually want to do? That you just from a young age get thrown into just a conveyor belt of things that don't necessarily serve you the best. But if you were in touch with yourself, you'd be able to say, no, this isn't for me. I'll go do this, and ultimately leave a more fulfilling, happier, etc.
Yeah, that element of like personal growth is core to the experience. Like I think that serves on a macro and a micro scale. The same personal growth that an individual can get out of it, a culture at large, if it adopted these practices, could get that as well too. So one thing that I've been trying to do with my psychedelic experiences is to bring back a usable piece of the experience into reality. And that's like extracting meaning from it. And I try and do that in the form of inventing new modalities of language in order to describe parts of the experience, or just, I'll say to it, ayahuasca, can you give me a new word during this experience? And I've invented like several words that have come out of that. I'll give you an example of a stupid one that came to me. When you are describing something that you did with your hands, like, oh, I was walking down the street and then a car hit me. The word for that is handulations. So it's a combination of hand and simulation. Yeah. There's another word I invented called increntesimal. And it's about making tiny incremental changes to your patterns of behavior and routine throughout the day that makes planetesimal changes in your future. So recognizing that these small little patterns of behavior that you're implementing in your life, whether it's meditation or push-ups or cold showers or whatever, will completely change the outcome of the future of the universe on a planetary scale, like butterfly effect sort of thing.
Yeah, it's funny. And this is the funny thing for me about hallucinogenic substances. There's a ton of, and this is the other thing that puzzles me with all of these substances for the most part, and all of them have, I think, their own unique kind of set of thoughts they kind of put in people. But it's the same thing. I use the analogy of the 1 degree ship, where it's like you're just kind of tweaking it a degree. So you're not going to notice. It's not going to be apparent. But with time, you're going to look back and be like, holy fuck, dude, look how further out I went rather than just going the straight line. Over time, it's like that 1 degree adds up to
Yeah,
tons
totally.
of shit. Which
Yeah.
again, for me, I always got caught in that day-to-day muck of like, this sucks, nothing's changing.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking piece of shit. And then just with a concentrated effort, I feel like I've made leaps and bounds personally. And when I say leaps and bounds, I don't, a lot of people equate that to like 1-to-1 with like hierarchy and whatever you're in. But for me, it's been more of like a integration process where it's like all of these, like I've always been interested in like weird mystical shit, but I always like, that's too fucking weird. I can't talk about this.
Yeah.
Or psychedelics or using them properly and blah, 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 blah. And then you just kind of leave these aspects of yourself undeveloped and ignored. And then in my belief, this is where I get into kind of like the psychodynamic stuff. They start oozing out somehow. Like you'll see somebody doing like, fuck that guy. That guy fucking sucks. Or that's kind of what starts to happen. And it's like, I feel, and again and I'd like to hear more about the ayahuasca stuff, but with the thing that I think is cool about cannabis is that it's widely available. It's pretty much legal now. In Canada, I know it's legal. In PA, like,
and if
get a
you
medical
eat
card,
it, you're having a psychedelic experience.
And the way I just to tell you exactly how I do it. So I have a volcano, and then I'll eat an edible. I'll wait like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and then I'll smoke as much as the volcano as I can, and then I just lay down. And then it's like, then the edible kicks, like the volcano already has you kind of there. Then the edible kicks in and like your eyes are closed, and it kind of, and you can do this just with smoking too. If you want to have like a more like minor one, like you really scale it back. If you just want to have like a quick check-in, because the whole experience is like after about an hour and a half, you're back on your feet doing your thing. And you're a little bit hazy, but it's not like the, 4 to 6 hours entailed in a mushroom trip. Or I've never done ayahuasca, but I imagine that's a long time as well.
I remember you talking about one of your deep dives on the podcast, and you said something that was great that I'd never heard put into the language that you used, which was aligning your vision with your bay.
Oh yeah, dude, that's a big one.
That's a concrete thing to take away that applies to your life and improving your situation, is aligning your vision with your bay. And I thought that was really beautiful, a beautiful insight out of that experience. Because like something is troubling you, you go into the experience and it gives you a concrete way to fix that solution,
Yeah, that's the, for me, that's the realness of it. When people are like, oh, that's bullshit, you're interacting with like plant spirits and shit, and it's like I see why that would offend the, someone who's like cell phones and science over everything, but it's like the thing that it allows you to do, like just believing in something, as ridiculous and like Peter Panish as it seems, I think it has a biochemical change in your body. If you can totally be like, I'm interacting with a plant essence right now.
It's a catastrophic cognitive recalibration of your neurochemistry. Like it causes different reactions to the sensory perception of your reality afterwards.
Yeah.
So like this is interesting because my last ayahuasca trip was on February 1st, which is my birthday. I want to do that like as a yearly thing. I do it more than that, but having that day set aside for that experience. And the day before I did it, I saw a clip of you and Shane on Philly Court, and there's that part where you do the suck it for him over top of him, which is so fucking hilarious, by the way. That fucking got me good. So I went into this experience, and what happens, like, this is what I took away after the experience, but I'll describe the vision and tell you my takeaway from it. I was like seeing this like technological soup of all these like different, like kind of not mechanical, like microchip devices inside of a floating soup, and they would connect, and then they would come apart and form a connection and create something, a third thing, and then those things would float around and they would connect.
Okay.
And I was like, okay. And something that I do often that is really fucking douchey of me is when I'm in the experience, because I make YouTube videos about these experiences and talk about them on my podcast, Let's Start a Cult, if you're interested.
Hell yeah.
It's called. Is I take myself out of the present moment and I think about how I'm going to describe the thing that I'm seeing inside of the experience in order to sound cool or to sound funny or to sound smart
Yep.
in the video that I make about it in the future. So it's taking me out of being a conscious observer inside of the experience, and it's putting me into douchebag mode of thinking the acclamation or the credibility I'm going to get from describing the experience. And every time I would do this, there were these like they almost look like Fortnite characters. There's some kind of like alien figures. They would jump in front of my vision when I would do that and start going, suck it, suck it, suck it, suck it. So
No, that's so funny, man, because that's the
Yeah.
last deep dive that I did. Hold on a second. What's up? Oh, hold on one second. Let me get my tea.
Sure.
Sorry, I was just pleasantly surprised with tea from Bay. Very nice. Sorry about that. The
Okay.
Yeah, so what exactly what you're describing is, I think the last deep dive I had, because I started doing a video meditation journal, pretty similar to where even if sometimes I wouldn't even do a deep dive, sometimes like you were saying, or I was saying before, I'll just like hit the volcano a little bit, start to meditate, come out of it. And even if I just meditate for half an hour, I usually come out of it with some sort of thing that I was like, whoa, I never thought of that before.
Yeah.
But it was the same exact thing. It's like, oh, that's awesome. I got to remember that. And then it would be like, because I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I would say with and again, I've never done ayahuasca, but I feel like the visual component would be more not forced, but it would be like way
Prominent.
easier to access. Whereas with the cannabis, you have to get yourself into that meditative state, but it's like, it is so easy when you're eating an edible, you close your eyes and you just kind of can use basic meditative techniques. You can get like to altered realms like you were talking about, not as drastic as being on a ton of mushrooms. Because I've eaten, like when I ate the quarter ounce of mushrooms, I was having full on like flash visuals of like religious shit. It was crazy. And it was totally discombobulating, which is a whole other thing of like, I would love to teach people from the ground up of like the littlest of the like old aunts and stuff, be like, all right, take like aunts and uncles of like a little bit of psilocybin, here's a little bit of an edible, and build them from the ground up, rather than when I was younger, I would just be like, blah, and just go nuts.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like,
Well, like for that, like I think of like the cost benefit of your time, like the amount of like old aunties you're gonna convince to get into these practices aren't gonna be that many. But like
True.
if you're talking more so to like 13-year-olds to 20-year-olds, like that age where you have a high threshold for courage already, you're probably gonna convince more people. So like it depends on what's worth your time. But something else I took away from this experience is I'm interested in describing the experience. For a long time, I had a trip report or a podcast called The Trip Report, and I would get people on to talk about their experiences. And I've recently started this new podcast called Let's Start a Cult, but a lot of it is psychedelic based. And so during this experience, like there's this extreme burst of novelty, and novelty is the visionary experience. And you see what countless people describe as impossible geometry and colors, like interlocking shapes that are moving on this like architectonic three-dimensional visionary experience. And it's something that you've never seen before. And then an alien just when you think it can't get any fucking weirder, an alien pops in and cuts open your chest and starts doing some kind of surgery on you. And it's using these like technological tools, and it doesn't really tell you what it's doing, but it's doing something good. So all of these things are things that you've never seen before in your entire life. You can't believe that your own imagination could come up with this. It seems almost hyper real, like more real than reality when you're immersed in it. And so in the human brain, in its development, the most amount of synaptic pathways are developed in the first 3 years of your life, because that's what being born is like as well. You're burst into this realm. You've never heard the word apple before. You've never seen an apple before. You've never tasted an apple before. So that's just one thing that is forming connective pathways in your brain. And there's this massive burst of neurogenesis that happens in the first couple years of your life. And they've shown that psychedelics, especially in the neocortex, cause neurogenesis inside of your brain more than any other plant substitute. And that's the argument for the stoned ape theory, essentially. But it's this exposure to novelty that happens that causes the neurogenesis, because you're seeing things that you've never seen before, and you're having insights in a modality of thinking that you've never had before. And then what happens immediately after the psychedelic vision part is a term that I've created that I hope catches on inside of the psychedelic community, is omega point processing. So after this exposure to novelty, you start to take that overhead view of your life and of the timeline of your entire family and the culture at large, and you start picking patterns of behavior that you would like to remove from your life, and patterns of behavior that you would like to promote inside of your life in order to live a more fulfilling existence. And so in the development of the human brain, that same thing happens after like the first 3 years, and it's called synaptic pruning, and it cuts out all of the belief structures that you build up. This is where, like, when object permanence disappears and stuff like that, and it solidifies several neural pathways out of the big burst of the ones that happen. And I think that the same thing happens in the psychedelic process. You have this huge burst of novelty, all of these pathways grow, and then you start trimming after that, and creating constructive patterns and ways of thinking that allow you to progress into the future, essentially.
Yeah, no, you're 100% on with like the, what is it, like the developmental theory of neurological development. It's 0 to 3, everything's new. You're making a ton of connections, and whatever you don't use gets kind of pruned off or whatever. I think psychedelics, any kind of psychedelics, put you in a plastic state.
Yeah,
so you're in a plastic state, you know, which tends to, which is thought to, it's funny too. They used to think there was, you know, birth to year 6, you're in this plastic state, and then it seals off, and then that's it. You are who you are. There's no changing. That was like the neurological paradigm up until not that long ago, honestly. And then I believe I think it was Sigmund Freud who was the first one to be like, no, I think you remain in a plastic state, because he was looking at like pig brains or something weird. But yeah, that's the thing with psychedelics. It puts you in a plastic state. I don't think it's a good or bad one. It depends on what are your default modes of thought. Well, this is not to be negative. This is why I think it's so important to have it done under the care of people who are experienced in doing it, know how to do it, have been through what you've been through. And if you start to kind of take a negative turn, they can kind of, you know, like people like do the shock for the heart. They can do that with thoughts of like, oh, I know where you've been. Think this instead. And you can snap out of that, because if you're in a super plastic state and you have a terrifying experience and there's no one there to be like, hey, you're fine, and you just come out of it, that can have a negative state where you can form.
I don't know if it's more so saying think this instead, but in the learning that stop running away from this thought. Because what happens when people have a bad trip is it's confronting a core part of your personality or a pattern that you've developed in your life, and you don't want to be confronted. So you try and mentally run away from this bad thought or bad idea or bad trip that's happening to you. And that causes it to spiral out of control. So you have to teach people to breathe through this. And that's why music is a key element inside of the art of shamanism. It's a repetitive pattern that you time your visionary experience to. And there's a thing called synesthesia, where like when you hear the shaman singing his song, you can see how the notes are shifting and changing the colors inside of your vision. And it brings you to a calmer state, a state of acceptance of the idea that you're being confronted with in the experience, essentially.
Yeah, no, exactly. So like just having somebody there, rather than like a lot of people are like, I'm going to order this off the internet and just fucking do it in my basement. It's like, if never have done anything before. To me, I'm always like, you know, Godspeed. But yeah, the way with people who've never had like a very serious psychedelic experience. And again, it goes up, like you were saying, like you had, 15 grams and you're like, it goes deeper. It does. It goes, you know, you can have as much as you want, and it does go deeper. The way to describe, I feel like having having something turn negative is like to try to remember when you were like 4 and getting like lost from your parents for a second. That's kind of what it feels like.
At
Of
the
like,
grocery store.
yeah, dude, like I got lost in the mall when I was like 4 years old, and you feel that as an, like an adult. You feel like you're like, oh shit, where the fuck's mom?
Yeah.
And it's,
I,
it's that
I rem-
feeling. It can be terrifying, but it's one of those things. Like I agree, you have to be able to eventually learn how to push through, to be so comfortable with yourself that even your weirdest thoughts can't, send you in a negative tailspin.
yeah. Just knowing that you're in a safe place and there's people that are caring for you during this, you know, uncomfortable experience is a crucial thing. And like, I never did that in my past, really. Like, I didn't like a lot of the shamans when I went down to South America. A lot of them seemed like shysters to me. So like, there are people in that realm that are trying to take advantage, evil hippies, if you will, that are trying to take advantage of people in that experience.
Nothing worse than somebody doing that kind of thing who has like an evil. It's just, I don't know, man. There's something so much worse than that. I mean, obviously, people who control like the oil supply and invade countries are pretty bad, but like an evil hippie, man, god damn it, dude, they're so fucking, they're so bad.
So, how much time are we at?
What time is it now? 7:18. I think we did about an hour. I think we did about an hour. We got a little more time. What else? What would you really want to hope to get? Like, to talk
there's an idea that I've been working on that I'd like to present to you and get your thoughts on it. And it's called the superposition of truth. So superposition came out of like, when they were studying photons, there was like a 50% chance that the photon would be up or a 50% chance that it would be down. And Schrodinger invented this thought experiment about his cat, where he imagined he put his cat inside of a box, and while the cat was inside of the box, there's a 50% chance of it being alive and a 50% chance of it being dead. And this is what's known as superposition, or a quantum state. So that idea, I think, should be applied to the idea of truth. So this came out of psychedelics for me, because my entire life I was like, okay, this is reality. This is what things look like. And then you take this drug and it changes the way that you view everything, and it feels more real. So you're left with this idea of like, okay, is that reality or is this reality? I don't know. It's in this state of superposition where you're holding these two opposing ideas or ways of thinking inside of this. And the same thing applies to history. Like when you look back at history, they say the winners write the history books, basically. So just in saying that, you know that there's biases that are involved in the writing of history. So you can't really regard any historical fact or anything that's presented to you on the news, or anything that's presented to you that you weren't in the felt presence of immediate experience to witness. So all of history exists in the state of superposition. It's not to be regarded as fact of what happened, because even in attempting to try and paint an experience that happened inside of reality into language, you have to realize that language is limited and it can't fully articulate experience in the spoken form or the written form. So all of history exists in this superposition where it's not false, like 9/11 happened, but there's countless conspiracies as to why it happened. And there's the media narrative that it was so you have to, like, what people can't deal with is like any existential loose end. And that's why they have to say, I believe in God, or I know that there isn't a God. Where the real answer is, if you're willing to admit it, is I don't fucking know if there is a God or if there isn't a God. If you're being completely honest about it, you have to recognize the slipperiness of truth and of fact. So let's apply that to the scientific model. All of our scientific models are built off of our sensory perceptions of what we can perceive about reality. And we know that our eyes, ears, taste, smell, all of those things can only perceive of what they think is less than 1% of the electromagnetic spectrum of reality. So that 1% is
say that again. I just want to just make it clear. So you're saying our sensory perception can only account for 1% of the electromagnetic field.
Yeah, so like it goes into the infrared and it goes into
Right,
the
right.
ultraviolet and into X-rays and all of this stuff.
Gotcha.
But our machines could only be seeing or perceiving of 1% as well. And when you take that into account, what does fact become at that point? What is a fact? We have such a skewed and diluted perception of what reality is, and we're perched in this tiny little dot inside of an infinite universe. So all of this becomes hard to grasp. And I think like true spirituality is embracing the mystery of being and accepting that you don't know things, accepting that everything is in this state of superposition, but it develops in a hierarchy of truth where this is more likely to be true than this, and this is more likely to be true than this. But everything is wrong. That's the thing. Everything is wrong. And if we evolve for another 100 million years, let's say, we can't even conceive of the stupidity of our models of reality and of nature and all of these things.
Yeah.
Because we'll be so far evolved that we'll be creating our own universes and coding our own things inside of that system.
No, absolutely. It is funny too. When you think about history, it's like history is made up solely of people who thought they were right and turned out to be majorly wrong for the most part. Which, no slam on everybody in history, but that seems to be the pattern. People who are like, oh no, we got it. And then just 100 years later, everyone's like, you fucking idiots. You thought like the sun revolved around the earth or whatever. Like, that's the only consistent pattern. I think you're right. It is being able to accept the fact that like, it seems super advanced. Everything that's going on right now, like, oh, we can cut in and nanotechnology, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, dude, people they were welding bronze together and being like, holy fuck, dude, this is state of the art. So it's and again, science has done a ton of cool shit, but I think you're absolutely right that, you have to kind of, and having those kind of experiences, I think does open you up to be more comfortable with ambiguity, which people generally just are not comfortable with it at all.
It shapes the way that you approach life too. Like when I enter a conversation with somebody or a debate about a topic, I want to be wrong. Like I want them to make a good point that reshapes the way that I view reality into a way that I had never thought of before. Like I approach every argument like that. I want you to win the argument because that means I'm learning something new and I'm reshaping and reframing reality in the way that I view it,
Yeah. I mean, dude, I'm telling you, one of our final, I think, like, I'm trying to think how to explain it. It's like the residue of medieval thought would be this weird obsession with wanting to be right, of being like, I know the truth and blah, blah, blah. That is a very real, thing of like, I mean, obviously it's not like burning people at the stake, but it is a remnant of that, of being like, to assume that your worldview is like, I mean, if you like watch a certain news station, you're like, no, I know I picked the right one. And these people are solely giving me the truth while these other people are out here lying. And it is insane.
Well, it's in every aspect of culture. Like you could split it down the conservative or the liberal line and say, like, let's say a transgender person on the right is a person that has gender dysphoria and like there's something wrong with their brain. And on the left, this is a man that was born inside of a woman's body and their soul is incarnate. I don't know which one of the two is right about that. I don't know whether a soul exists. True. And I don't know if that level of dysphoria exists on the right. So like, having your position aligned inside of that superposition, I think, is the ideal way to navigate yourself through the world.
Yeah. I mean, again, that's to me, it seems, I agree. I think that's the only thing you can actually honestly do. If you're honest with yourself and you go, most parts, if I take a line of thinking out to its extreme, it ends with, I don't fucking know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't fucking know.
I don't fucking know. I'm an idiot. Yeah. But dude, but yeah, man, we got to do this again. I got to go do baby stuff. Yeah,
I'd love to have you as a guest on my podcast too, if you'd be down to do it.
Let me know, man. It'd be awesome.
Yeah. I got a question for you.
Sure.
I'm releasing an album of my music next month, and I was going to see if you could tag one of the songs on to the end of this video and to do a little promotion for it. If I email you.
When are you? Oh yeah. You already have a song?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Give it to me. I'll put it on there.
All right. I'll email it to you after this.
Sounds good.
Cool. That was great, man.
See
Thanks for talking. Bye.
Later.